Hello everyone, and welcome back to Realm of Shades Hyrule, Shadows of the Light Realm, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign based on the Legend of Zelda franchise by Nintendo. And so begins Indeed. And so begins a new part of the story, as we delve into Chapter 3 of this campaign. As you can see on the screen, Midnight Prelude. So before we begin the session, Zombi will not actually be playing today if he ends up coming in for character reasons. And because he's at work right now. And Devon will be late. So we are currently down to 4 people. Oh yeah, I suppose Roscoe is kind of the...
I mean, you got that fairy. Truth be told, what we need to do eventually is get a logo for us and just use that. That's down the line.
I mean, you've got a noble house. She's Rambu.
Just use Rambu.
She's Rambu, the face of the party.
Totally.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do that.
We already used Lynn
Have we used Eon?
for
No.
something, I think. Or I thought we did.
Don't think so.
Nope, never.
Might have been Hateno? No?
No, I don't.
Get out of here.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean,
There we go.
maybe, but we used it in order of who we got done. I was like, I think third.
Anyway.
So it doesn't matter.
Roscoe was the last of the initial party. Last in... Was Toby done? I don't remember. Anyway, let's get on to the recap. For just last session.
Dead.
Roscoe's not dead. Okay. So when we last left off, Golden Harvest began their escape from the House of Dread as it began to crumble upon its master's defeat. Making haste as liquid malice burst into Stella's crypt, they exited the vampire's lair as it tore itself apart, leaping from the stone spire upon which it sat. Crossing the bridge to nowhere as it too crumbled, they took only a short breath as the Malice River below was covered by strange debris.
I was about to say, I thought you said the bridge looked like it was cut more than anything.
The
what they're
rocks
feeling.
above it looked like they were cut squares.
Got it. It wasn't the bridge. Just
It wasn't the
ceiling.
bridge. The bridge just plainly crumbled.
Got it.
Awaiting Golden Harvest at the other side of the bridge was Grisha, who told him that he was there for Stella, whom our heroes believed they had killed, or at least some of them believed. To their dismay, they found the vampiric Witch of Dread reforming herself behind them, completely rejuvenated from her previous battle and ready to leave. As she did, she offered Roscoe the chance to join her and Grisha, one that he decided to take, leaving behind his companions as the Yiga Master instantly knocked Hyle down before he could attack. With a feeling of defeat, our heroes watched as their former friend teleported away with their enemies in a swarm of mist. Leaving in short time, saying goodbye to the merchant and Hela, and even the warden. On the way out, Golden Harvest ascended back to Saris City. Upon arrival, on the surface, they took a few days to recover from the events below and make whatever amends they could, before reporting back to their employer, Rara Shatabanis. For their efforts, Golden Harvest was given an estate, and Eon and Rambu were granted the title of Baron/Baroness under Prime House Shatabanis, though the feeling of failure rose despite it all. Having received an alerting response to a message for Gerolf, asking them to talk with him, Golden Harvest travels once again to the city of Castletown, which we pick up 6 days later. The journey back from back to Castletown is pretty uneventful. You would have passed through Lon Lon Village, quaint little town.
Wow, that 6 days of travel felt like almost nothing at all.
Wow, it felt like 2 weeks.
It felt like 2 weeks. Time really was inflated during this, with nothing to do.
Hmm. Nothing at all.
Indeed.
Nothing at all.
As you get to the as you begin to approach the it's actually not going to be 2 p.m. It's going to be like
12 at night.
-5. Come on. There we go. It's going to be about 9 a.m.
Hmm.
9 a.m. when we get into town.
Yeah, 9 a.m. You begin to see the walls of Castletown. A very, very long line awaiting you as you arrive. Yeah, it takes about 10 or 20 minutes to finally get to the gate. As you all actually probably closer to an hour, so it would be about 10 o'clock by the time you even get close to getting into the city. In this time, you hear chatter among the different carts and groups of people coming into the city of a apparent announcement from King Phoebus
Can't
that
wait
will be
for us to
made in a
other
few hours, which would mark his first address in almost a year. Well, first public address, anyway.
Well, who has the Gerolf stone?
That would be me.
Do we want to send him a message while we're waiting and ask him?
That we're here.
Yeah, we're getting in line, and if it's if it's in regards to the so-called announcement the king's making.
Okay. Gerolf, we just arrived. What's the announcement from the king about? Does it have to do with what you needed? That's 20.
Okay. It takes a little time for you to get a response.
He's probably very busy as right-hand man.
Probably. Right hand? He was treasurer.
You eventually get the response of indeed. The matter is best discussed in person versus using magic. I will speak to you soon.
Should we head to the
bank
guild?
first.
Well, I was thinking the guild, because didn't we
guild
just
first.
finish a
You would
quest?
have to get out of line.
Oh, right, duh. That makes
Is
sense.
it the guild in town or was it outside town?
It is
forget.
outside of town.
That's what. No, I was mean when we get in town. Should we head the guild first to get that because we technically did a mission, or?
If it isn't the face of our party.
If it is in the
Indeed,
face of my party.
hello.
Oh,
yes, I am the party face.
You had a party face.
All you've missed is
What's
the
that?
recap, and you guys are getting
In line.
into Castletown.
Yo, when did I become the party
Oh,
face?
now that Rambu's here, now that Devon's here, I can actually do something that I want to do. I'll like, whoa. It's gonna like, while we're waiting, it's just like, it's kind of interesting seeing that you had came along. Figured you would have probably wanted to head back to Kakariko first.
Well, at some point I will need to go back and check in on things, but being able to just send messages whenever has alleviated that need somewhat.
All right.
All right.
And we can meet Gerolf at the bank, right? his
Yes,
office
that's
for
what
the
he.
bank?
That's where he said to meet.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
If we don't get stopped on the way in.
What quest were you talking about, Eon? That we hadn't turned in?
Didn't we do all this for the Duchess because of the?
No, you
It's like a
were.
personal letter.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
she
right,
was
right.
she gave us a letter.
Yeah.
Right. For some reason, I thought that went through the
No.
guild. We would have to.
No.
It
Okay.
went through the mail.
This
I'll
was
be
a
right
matter.
back. We're making food.
This was
Right,
a
I remember
matter
that.
of discretion.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
It was not going to go through a guild.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought they just used that to get stuff, but that makes sense in hindsight. Okay, never mind.
All right. So, you eventually do get to the gates. Let me remind myself what the toll was. I think it was like 200 rupees per person, but I feel like that's a steep.
For Castletown itself, maybe make it like
Yes, I was.
probably do maybe 20.
It was like 20 GP.
City gates. Oh, 20 rupees per person, not 200. So
Yeah,
just,
there we go. 2
20
GP is
seems-
more reasonable than 20.
Yeah.
your entire
20.
paycheck to get into this city.
Hell yeah.
And
This
I mean
is
for the past few weeks.
Castletown. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
So yeah. Castletown is indeed bustling. Overall. A lot more busy than the last time you were here. Rambu, it's probably been a good amount of time since you've been in Castletown, if ever.
Yeah. You know what? Here, let me just roll a random d20. Oh, it's
Oh.
an 18. Okay.
I was expecting that to stop at the 4.
I also
Same.
was expecting it to stop at the 4 and be like, yeah, we've never been. But it's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. Alrighty. Yeah. So, going up through the first gate, passing by the 2 gates that lead into both the lower residential and the industrial districts. You eventually arrive at the market, especially busy. You can spot pretty well
Alright,
at
I'm
the
back.
other end of the market a very large cluster of people towards the gate leading towards Castletown. Oh, not Castletown, Hyrule Castle.
Okay, gateway in Hyrule Castle. Does it seem blocked off or does it seem just congested?
It seems pretty congested.
Okay, cool.
From what you know, it's going to be a few hours before. But, yeah.
Before the announcement?
Before the announcement, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a few minutes. Okay. I mean, head to the bank.
Bank time.
Right.
Objective. Bank time.
Let me just
Cash
look at
in.
it.
Make
Let me
a
look at
deposit.
it.
New quest.
New
Bank
quest.
deposit.
So did I miss anything other than the description of the group around
Not really,
Castletown?
no.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, my roommate went and got food, so
Conrad and Hyle, you notice as you were wandering. Would you drop off the cart anywhere? By the way.
probably drop off the cart and horses at Appa's.
At Dr. Appa's?
I think that's like
I
the
mean-
only
Your guys' cart, your call.
probably far enough out of the way that it wouldn't get.
There are stables outside the city if you wanted to have dropped them off there.
Sure.
Okay. I'd say fare would be probably just 5 rupees for each horse and 10 rupees for the cart.
So like 25 total.
Yes.
Okay. I'll cover it. I'm gonna use the modifier when. Oh, so I don't have
So-
to do math.
As you're going through the city, and through the market, you notice the raven black hair of Kala Dahlia,
Oh,
browsing a few stalls, looking at particularly stalls with you gather to be oddities versus more mundane objects.
okay. Yeah, Hyle will go ahead and while we're walking by, see her and go, fancy seeing you here. Making a trip out of Forte. Was it Forte or was it?
Yes, Forte.
Okay, cool.
Ah, if it isn't Golden Harvest. I wonder to see you.
Roscoe seemed in good health when he dropped off the sending stone.
It wasn't Roscoe himself that dropped that off. I assume that's who it was from.
Hmm.
Just
Who dropped it off, then?
just a regular old post boy.
Ah. What has you all the way this far south?
Well, now with a few troubles occurring in business-wise, I'm scouting around, you could say. Also, word says of a certain king giving an announcement. Curious as to what that might be.
Is this because
Okay,
of
indeed.
This is because of, I think I deleted his name off my list after we found him. The guy we went to Willingar
What?
for.
Oh,
Wilbur Kirstein.
Is
Yeah.
it because of, did you lose some business because of Wilbur's death?
In part, unfortunately. But that's none of your concern. That is for me to deal with, sadly.
Sadly. Interesting question. Since you're here, if we end up meeting back before you leave, how's your interest in dragon's blood or anything of the sorts like that?
Dragon's blood. Oh,
Dragon's blood, maybe some scales, maybe even an entire fire sack.
what type of dragon are we speaking of?
Alcomentus.
Not too uncommon of a dragon, particularly
Yeah.
Underdark. How much do you have?
9 vials of dragon's blood.
Oh,
How many scales did I put down? Where are those? 12 scales. Single fire sack. If anything, I figured maybe asking an expert's opinion on what they could be used for was another thing.
the scales could be useful for armor, though that would be more of a blacksmith thing. The blood would make quite a potent potion of fire resistance, or potentially fire breath if used correctly. I'm personally not a brewer, but I do know a few people.
Alright.
Forte's a wonderful place, you see, for that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. All sorts of magic. Magic sewers, seamstress. I bet there's probably someone who could use some sort of, I don't know, divination.
Tell you what, you seem like you're in a hurry. We can speak later.
Alright. Like I said, if we catch you again, we'll talk.
I'll be paying a visit to Carlisle's if you're interested in speaking again.
Was Carlisle's the guy who ripped us off, Shay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll be fun.
Okay. Oh. And Eon.
Yeah.
Can I speak to you privately for a moment?
Yeah, that's no problem. Just like I like point to like a small alleyway over to the side, or are you like in a house? What do you think?
Just off to the side for a moment.
Secret call. Secret call. Secret call.
Go.
I mean, sure, man.
Alright.
All right.
I don't care. It's whatever you want to do, Shade.
Hi. So she brings you off to the side, to like closer to an alleyway. She takes a good look up at you because she's only like 5'7" ish. You've been cursed, haven't you? That cape, I gather.
I don't know. It's magical.
Just so you know, the cape does mention that you are aware.
I know, but he
Yeah.
doesn't understand it. Like he doesn't see any differences.
A change will occur in you, one that you may not like. Judging from the type, I gather that's a... She's going to have to roll me a thing.
Am I like
Roll Arcana,
trouble?
Caladelia. You
Staring
know,
directly at
you
me.
are really good at Arcana, Caladelia. That would be a Mantle of Bruja.
Okay.
Have you been having any temptations lately? Such as the desire to consume, say, blood, maybe?
No, I've been wanting to murder my enemies more often than not, but that's beside the point.
I should ask, do you want such a change to occur? It could affect you quite horribly. I don't know
would it-
how...
This is a question I should ask because I'm like it can't physically change me, can it? I'm stealing.
These magics
rocking
are
magic.
complicated. Curses especially. They care not for what makes up your person. I can remove this curse from you, but you would lose whatever bonuses would be gained from it.
Like I would lose the whole resistance it gave me in that final
Indeed.
fight.
Indeed,
It just
yeah.
becomes a fancy cape then. Oh, okay. I mean, if you think it's what I can do, I really don't care. I feel fine, and I've had it for up to almost a full week here.
If you wish to keep it, that's entirely up to you.
Out of character. Just to make sure, because I don't need the answer. Would this really fuck up my character? Because I don't want to lose him.
It's a bit complicated. You wouldn't lose your character. I just have to figure out a few workarounds.
Okay, because like I know what it does, but that doesn't work with the type of body I have. Unless suddenly next session we have a humanoid flesh Eon, which would be
That would be
weird
terrifying.
and terrifying. Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
It, yeah, it's entirely up to you. It shouldn't really affect you statistically, in character wise? Who knows?
Okay,
I leave it up to you.
that's fine. I'm a little indifferent because of the way we can kind of work this. I just wanted to make sure I didn't go, it's whatever you feel safe. Okay, keep it. And then suddenly it's like, Eon, you suck now.
No, it shouldn't affect you like that.
Okay, it's all like, all the mental stuff, like what happened with Zombie's character in the fucking Amber Temple.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In character, I mean, if you think it's what should happen, I'm fine losing it. You should probably also mention it to the others, just in case, so they don't think I still have a magical item on me.
Well,
How much would it cost?
consider it a favor.
Actually think about this. Wouldn't the curse stop me from wanting to do this because technically I'd be losing the curse, and the whole curse is I actively try not to, or is it just the mantle
Yeah.
itself?
It's just the curse that stops you from talking about it.
Okay, because it's like
Kill the robot,
you don't
no.
want it. I think I'm trying not to do it. But it's saying you don't want to remove it. So wouldn't this actually be the same concept?
It is, yeah, it's the same concept. Removing the curse would take away anything that the curse says.
Okay. What I'm meaning is this conversation with her. I would be talking about the curse, which is A, you don't talk about the curse, and B, removing the curse would be removing the curse, which is the second part of the curse it doesn't want.
She hasn't really like made you talk about it.
She's working around it. Okay.
Yes.
I understand. Okay, yeah. So I'm fine with it. How much is it gonna cost?
Consider it a favor.
Oh.
Or an IOU.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Do you want brownies? It's not. I've never.
I
done
will work
barbarian
out the
this.
details.
Okay.
Expect a message anytime.
To do this whole thing, or
No, for the favor.
for the favor. Okay. I didn't know how you. I don't know how you remove a curse. I don't know if you just touch me or if we have to do a whole ceremony.
Let me remind myself how remove curse works. It is just a touch spell.
God, it'd be
one
very
action,
funny if it's like
instantaneous.
a minute of difference. It's like, whoop, the curse fully affected you. You are now forever.
Oh no. No, you still got a day pretty much.
Ah, man, out of character, it would still be very funny to me if I go, nah, I'll keep this, and suddenly Eon just has like spider climb.
No, yeah, man.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yep. So she touches the large sigil on your chest, closes her eyes for a second, speaks a word to herself, and you no longer feel attached to this cape anymore.
Huh. Well, it's not really my colors anymore. I don't understand how that works. Maybe I can work with this. Why did I think I like these colors? They don't clash.
Huh?
Well, I'll thank you, and I'll like awkwardly kind of just hold the hand out fully, and then like if she grasps my hand, it's like a both hand hold.
She gracefully brings up her hands, ready to shake.
And then it's the full both hands covering her one.
Alrighty. With that, she gives you a nod. If you wish to head back to your friends, I should be off.
Okay. You be safe, because I now owe you one, and yeah.
You as well.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Let's head back into
So
the
no,
other
when
chat.
I come back
What?
in, I will say in character something.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
There's some issues with it, but welcome back.
Hello. I'm just gonna get Chris back in here real quick. There we go.
Did
So
he
yeah.
Did he get the mantle removed?
Okay. So guys, she just told me it was about cursed. I don't know what it would have done to me, but she said it probably wouldn't have been good. Have you all noticed anything odd about me recently? That would like trigger that? No. Oh,
No,
curse,
I-
nothing.
Did she say what curse? What was cursed?
No, she just knew the item and said, "Ah, it's a curse. I can remove it." I
Did
said,
she
"Is
remove-
it harmful?" And she goes, "I don't know. You're a robot." And I went, "True."
Interesting.
Did you get it removed?
Yes. So now it is just a fancy cloak that kind of doesn't match my outfit, but it
Oh,
might...
she removed the curse from the cloak, not from you.
Yeah, the cloak's useless now. The cloak is just
Fancy
It's the-
looking.
That's not
Just
how
fancy
remove
to-
curse works.
I know.
Okay. Oh, so
Yeah, that's
she
not
removed
how
the
it
curse. All right, we're getting rid of that cloak.
Sound like
Okay.
we're gonna need it
I
for
mean,
a bit.
it kind of clashes with my whole outfit. I might need a new outfit. Then we need to go shopping. I'm now a Baron, and I need some actual Baron clothes.
Okay, we can do that
Sure,
later. But
yeah.
can I
He's Baron.
see the cloak?
Sure. No, just
I'm gonna
take
throw
off.
it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
All right,
I was
I'll
gonna make the
transfer that
joke
to your
of
sheet.
he's a Baron now. He can't be wearing count outfits.
I should have made that joke.
God damn it.
I wonder.
I'm sorry for giving you the cloak. I didn't know it was gonna do that. I'm sorry.
Slightly for out of character. I don't know what it would have fucking done to me because it was supposed to. Is it okay if I say this shit?
Sure.
It was supposed to change my race in the Dampier, but I'm a robot.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it would have done.
A
It,
damn
it
good
was,
robot.
it was a lineage, so it replaces his race.
Lineage.
But I'm a robot body, so it's like you can't make me a flesh Eon the next session.
I'll be honest,
No.
when I made the item, it wasn't Eon that I was expecting to take the cape.
I know.
Does Eon have spider climb
Ooh.
now?
Who?
No.
I said the same thing. I said, if I keep this, do I get spider climb?
He does not have
Ooh,
spider climb
shit.
because
The curse
It's
didn't
gonna
go
go into
through.
effect.
the
Would
curse
I have
was
gotten-
10 days. You guys made it here in 9.
Oh.
Would
Nice.
I have gotten spider
How
climb?
How would
Yeah.
Dampier have worked for like Lynn?
Oh, you
What
would
do
have
you-
just straight up been a Dampier, probably.
Like I would lose my racials?
The,
Yep.
the
Stuff
only
like that?
one that would change, I'm the only one that can't change because my physical body is something not.
But
made of
anyway.
flesh.
Anyway,
Okay.
Sorry, I just love the idea. Just
moving
just
on.
me with spider
Moving
climb.
on.
Okay.
So,
Spider climb barbarian.
yeah. Yeah, man. Just spider climbing on the roof. Just jump off to bring down a good old Clim Hazard.
Yep.
God, you
Alright.
had barbarian levels.
Spider-bot.
Well, I'm glad
Spider-bot.
we got that figured out.
I
Oh,
wonder if
also
we
out of
didn't
character, I was supposed to be
realize.
craving blood, but since Eon doesn't eat, he actually just got a little more bloodthirsty in battle.
I love how
So
we're
we
like,
had-
oh, they rolled.
'cause we
They're
have
probably removing curse.
Because we had no battle, so you wouldn't have seen it anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so you guys are heading to the Bank of Hyrule.
Yes.
Alrighty. So you make your way through the crowds. It kind of thins closer to the Bank of Hyrule. You do have background noise coming through, Chris.
Chris.
Okay, there we
There you
go.
I hit the wrong button for a second.
Yep. The crowd's thin. You get to the front steps. I assume you enter.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
There's no hesitation. Straight in.
Okay. Once again, you pass through the large double doors. The insignia of the Hyrulean royal family, sort of carved into the door, splitting right down the middle. You see the rows of bankers. Once again, doing their countless piles of paperwork.
You have a copy of the thing we gave the Duchess, right?
The
File.
report?
Yeah.
I have the original draft still.
Okay.
since you made the fancied up copy.
Yeah, so we'll give that to Gerolf.
Okay, cool.
Or I probably would have made a second fancy copy for Gerolf while we were traveling.
All right. So as you're walking up this this long aisle, you see where's my description for this?
The room explodes.
The room explodes. Everyone dies. You see passing by, coming from behind, like through the doors behind the desks, the one that you guys would have to go through to get up to Gerolf's office. You see this middle-aged Hylian with messy brown hair and this unadorned robe made from this fine dark cloth. His has this sharp and clean shaved face. Just passing by you. Gives as he passes by, he looks over to you, gives you a raised eyebrow. Lynn.
Yes.
What
Roll
would I-
history.
Roll history.
Oof.
Who the hell is this
Big.
guy?
Who the hell is this man?
Since I've lived around this place, can I roll history?
There is a very particular reason why Lynn might know
okay,
who this guy is.
Okay, I was
If-
thinking because of being the bank,
If
I
it
might
would be like a nobility thing, could I have advantage on it?
It's not a matter of nobility.
I see. Out of character. Is he one of the guys who helped set up the fake mirror?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
All right.
Okay.
Does he say anything to us, or does
Nope.
he just...
He's just
Go on
walking
by.
past.
Cool.
Raise eyebrow back at him with snark expression on face.
I'll give him a nod and continue walking.
He doesn't give you any nod or response.
I'll say pardon us and move past him.
He just keeps moving. Kind of uncaring.
Hmm.
Has this
Disdain for us, or he just is pathetic towards everything?
seems kind of apathetic.
Okay.
All right. You guys gonna just try to head straight back, or do you want to get confirmation first?
Get confirmation first. Do all the proper things.
Okay.
What are you talking about? He's expecting us. Let's go.
But that's a bad idea. Doc, please knock on the door.
Oh yeah, I'll knock on the door.
Okay.
As you guys try to pass through like the stalls, one of the bankers looks down to you. Excuse me. What do you think you're doing?
Gerolf is expecting us. Continues walking.
Is he in a meeting?
No, he's expecting Oh, your golden harvest. I see.
Yeah. Are we good to go?
Yes, he is in his office currently.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
I
You
was
are
like
very-
already 15 feet ahead of him.
He's already through the door.
I'm already getting there.
Already at the door.
Already at the door, already knocking. Hey, Gerolf. Hyle, coming in.
Uh,
1,
oh.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good enough. Open door.
Yeah, you see, as you enter the room, you see Gerolf just sitting at his desk, hands clasped as he's got his thumbs just sort of holding up his head, eyes closed. Opens them, looks to see you.
Hey.
You're here. Good.
Well, yes, we did send you a message that we are going to be coming soon when we got in town.
Who was the the gentleman in the dark cloak? I swear I recognize him from somewhere, but
Ah, that was Ogros, the court mage.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I take it him being here has to do with part of why we're here.
That was a similar matter, but nothing you need to be concerned about currently.
I have a report of what happened in Star City for you to go through later. Best
Yes,
keep it amongst the higher ups. It would cause undue panic if the public knew.
Indeed, I'd received a letter from Duchess Shatabanas not 1 day ago.
And I will put the report on his desk.
I think I said it was a 15-page report. I don't remember. It was
Yeah.
like 11, I think.
Somewhere.
It's a good stack.
Yeah, it's a good stack.
Sizable packet of stuff.
So
He's got the manila folder going on.
Yeah.
So how was your expedition, I should ask?
Pleasant, except for the part where I ended up getting stabbed. Not by the vampire.
I almost got turned into something.
It was an adventure.
Hey,
Otherwise, I think it was fine. I mean, I kept getting grabbed by these girls. I don't understand.
It could have gone better.
y'all roll me insight as you're looking at Gerolf.
Insight.
Ayo.
Okay. All right.
Wisdom is a useless
Goddamn.
stat.
Okay, Conrad.
Yeah,
Wisdom is
yeet.
useless stat. That was almost a
Oh.
20.
Man, yeah, it hovered that 20 so long. Well, is it
See,
gonna be?
It doesn't
Is it
take
gonna
much.
Be me and Hyle.
It doesn't take
Okay.
much to see his distraught
So-
face, but
Either
Lynn
you-
and Conrad are clueless.
It could have gone better.
What do I read?
But we've destroyed the whole
him.
place. We've informed people there's a whole river of malice. You know,
Oh, yeah, that might be an issue.
how else
But
she
it's-
lived?
Fortunately,
The
we weren't able to kill her.
We weakened
the
her,
whole
destroyed most of our army.
Please, I
Malice.
can
Okay, guys.
Okay.
I can
One at
read
a
it
time.
in the report. Thank you.
So what did you bring us here
So
for?
Hyle,
Mhm.
you almost see like some hair is graying. Like he has a very healthy head of hair. Some hairs are graying. He has a look of distress in his face. Not really subtle,
The
but
4 years
trying
later
to keep
thing.
trying to keep very calm. But clearly something is nagging at him.
Just rest a hand on one of my swords. Just, resting. And like, you look a bit off. It seems you've grown a couple of years. Is it that bad?
You asked if it had anything to do with the announcements later today.
Mm-hmm.
He stands and looks at you. Sir Link of Linden is dead.
Like people reviving him dead, or like you can't find his body, or like the only thing left of his body could be held in a hand.
He walks over to the window.
Where did you find him?
His body arrived in the middle of the night. Only the day before I messaged you, in fact.
I see. And his sword.
Gone. Presumably
Right.
returned to the Great Deku Tree.
Well, there's one good thing of this situation, at least, if anything. One silver lining.
Isn't it enchanted that only the hero of Hyrule can wield it?
Only one who's worthy, yes.
Well, that's, like you said, a silver lining. Don't have someone wielding the most powerful relic in the land willy-nilly.
You know, if you told us to book it, book it, he gave me a thing that revives dead people. You know that, right?
His body was already several days old.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Eon.
That's I.
By
that
the
makes
point
sense now.
you would have sent that message, it probably would have arrived.
The
and we
reason I
would
didn't,
get
the
there
reason
in
I
time.
didn't know is he said the body revived when I sent the message, so my brain thought it happened really recently. But okay, that makes sense. They probably took his body and took time to get here. Okay.
Do we know cause of death?
His body was covered in stab wounds and scorch marks. And there was an unidentified poison discovered in his system. And much of his left side of his face showed signs of malice corruption. His skin dyed in similar colors.
You said his body arrived from where?
In the southern gate, guards spotted. It was atop his horse.
His horse had his body riding on it,
Indeed.
coming back
hor-
towards the gate.
Was the horse fine?
The horse was okay.
Wait a minute. Last
Mm.
I ran into him before we left for Sire City. He said he was going to investigate something with Marin. Has she been
Marin?
found?
There was no one else with him. Except for gunshots, apparently.
Gunshots?
In the background of Chris.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was like, what? Are you talking? Okay, no. Okay, I get it.
Dr. Appa had a assistant named Marin who Link said he was going to be traveling with.
I fear the worst for that girl.
So I take it the announcement is the king announcing that to the public.
Indeed.
All right.
Though the story
A
may
lot-
be a little different.
I'm almost surprised they would do that. I mean, you should, but at the same time, this will
I'm
cause
surprised.
people to react badly.
I'm surprised you're telling us the truth, unless you want us to
I
go
don't think
investigate.
he has a choice but to tell us the truth, considering what all the current situations coinciding are going to be.
I don't think it's a coincidence, no. I do believe that he was likely murdered by at least one of the members of that coven that I was informed about.
So, are you going to have? What are you going to have us do?
Do you want to take a moment to read that report? And take a couple more years off your life?
Later. For now, I urge you to attend the announcement.
That's in a few hours.
Indeed.
What time exactly?
It should be around 12, I believe.
3
About
hours
10,
from now.
about
Then.
10:30 or so now.
Oh, it's 10:30 now. Okay.
Well, apparently now it's 11.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa, an hour. Cool.
Okay.
How widespread is the full
Yeah.
knowledge.
The only ones who know are the night shift for the guard and within the castle. Princess Zelda has been locked in her room since the event.
Do we have a way to contact Impa? Out of character, right? I can't
You
remember.
No,
do not.
unfortunately not.
Rambu showed up afterwards.
That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to remember. I couldn't remember if it showed up afterwards.
Does
I didn't
Rambu
have a
know
sending
info
stone.
well enough?
Yeah, I didn't have a sending stone either at that time.
Does Impa know? Does Rambu know Impa well enough to cast sending?
Cast a
Sure.
sending door? Yes. I
Okay.
only have to have met the person, and I think we said that I have
You
at least
certainly have met Impa.
I've been in
It is
contact
not
with her
hard
a
to
couple
meet
of times.
the chief in training.
Okay, because
Okay.
this. Well, she probably knows, but just to be on the safe side, we should probably inform her.
Yeah, I'm. Yes, I'm
We-
already ahead of you.
Um.
Taking the shield off the back and doing a quick sending and carving some stuff into the back of it and sending a message to. I guess we will specify Impa at this point.
Yeah.
Gerolf, slightly related to our recent adventure. Is there a place I can dispose of a cursed item?
I'm sorry, I don't really know. It's not my specialty.
Can you just put it in a safe in the bank for now?
I mean-
That's probably not the best idea.
Hmm.
Would it be able to get a if I went to the offices of the court mage, you think they would have something?
I don't think you will be able to talk with anyone within Hyrule Castle. That's in the near future.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have like a office
No, he
area.
works out of Hyrule Castle.
Okay. Cool.
Before you go, and, well, given how closely tied to everything you've become, and how much I've admittedly begun to trust you, I think it's time.
Time for what?
Rips off of this guy's face. It's me.
It was me, Dio.
It is me, the King of Hyrule.
It was me. The other king is the imposter, just in case he gets assassinated.
Indeed.
The king's body double.
No, it is me. I am the calamity.
I am.
Gerolf was the
Calamity.
antagonist the entire time.
I was the one who killed Sir Link of Linden.
Indeed. All right.
Alright.
It's time for you
Well-
to know the truth of the events of 2 years ago.
Is that the
Uh,
Ganondorf incident, Shade?
That is the Ganondorf incident.
The
Okay.
death of the queen.
Indeed. Though I will not be the one to tell you.
Hmm.
I will not force you to do this right away, but if you have a thirst for knowledge, then I suggest you take this up. He pulls out from below his desk a series of
Gun.
letters, a gun. He shoots you. He shoots all of you. You're dead now. Campaign over.
I mean, we're already going down the bag in. Bad in.
We're already going down the bad route.
That's all, folks.
God, I somehow became that.
It was perfect, really.
I need you to travel to meet the person.
Where to?
To the Arbiter's grounds in the Gerudo Desert.
Wait, you mean Ganondorf dragged Myers alive?
I was hoping to leave it to a bit of expectation, but indeed.
Okay.
I know this is not your area. Is there any way we could find out what happened to Marin? Because that would probably lead directly to what happened to him.
We don't know what happened to Marin.
I was talking to Gerolf. I know he has like no connection to this, but
He doesn't know.
Currently, this investigation is staying within the castle. I'm sorry.
Okay. I didn't know if you had any idea to be like, hey, this information has been given to me.
There is only so much I can ask you to do currently, and
Oh, that's
anything regarding Link's death is, well, out of my reach.
Strictly need to know.
Indeed. But
Question, Shade.
what up?
Do I know that this Ganondorf would technically be a descendant of a previous Ganondorf?
Well,
Distantly related?
he is indeed the descendant of a Ganondorf, because Ganondorf Dragomire is the name of the Gerudo King.
Got it.
As for the one
The
who
Arbiter.
became the one who became the Calamity, it's hard to say. It was a very long time ago.
No. Is would I know that a Ganondorf usurped the Twilight Throne long time ago?
That would be out of, like, public knowledge. Even
Okay.
to you.
Would I know about the link between the Twilight Mirror and the Arbiter's Grounds?
The only connection really is that the person who became the Calamity, the Demon Thief, it was responsible partially for a lot of that event.
Got it. Okay. No, I was like, do we know, like, as a truly noble, would I know anything from our side, from Twilight Realm side about Ganondorf
Not
or
really.
anything?
The information is either well kept or forgotten.
Cool. Okay. When do you want us to leave?
He is imprisoned. So, take your time to rest if you need it. But as soon as possible. I may
I'll
have a
take the
request when you
letters.
return.
And what
Okay.
when return? I didn't hear that.
A request.
Oh, okay.
I will start fingering through the letters.
Indeed. You look through them. They look to be mostly letters of recommendation, directed towards what appears to be knights.
Mhm.
One for what is your name? One of which is for a Sir Mikhail.
Mhm.
The other, however, the other for a Sir Gwendol.
Okay. But these should get us in, or we need to find them to get us in?
Well,
Exactly, we're supposed to get in because isn't the Gerudo Desert closed off to
that's
the
what
rest
the
of the
letters are
world?
for. They are my personal little letters of recommendation, signed off by the King of Hyrule to allow you through.
Okay. And would you say for the time being, we can ignore my restrictions?
Yes.
Okay. I feel Rupert would probably be best to put some words. It'd be best if Rupert could stay here and not have to worry about me.
As well, it is very easy to get lost in the Gerudo Desert. The sands are, well, very troublesome. There's a reason why Hylians do not find themselves within the desert very often.
Would I sink in the sand? It's a question we should probably figure that out ahead of
Well,
Add in character. I was in character, actually.
well, to help remedy that, he pulls out another, this small package, rectangular shaped.
Huh.
Consider this a gift. He slides it forward.
I'll take it this time.
Okay.
Thank you, Gerolf.
You're welcome. And indeed, once you return, come speak with me again. But for now, go to the announcement and rest if you need it.
Are we required to be there? I'd rather prepare for the trip.
He just asked us to do this. Don't be this way, Lynn. We have time, technically.
Okay.
Are you worried that something will happen at the announcement?
Well,
No.
something's probably going to happen, truth be told. I mean, we
That's
just
my
right.
lost
question
one of
for,
the... Drill,
for
yeah.
him.
Let me real quick look at,
So my sending is in there.
indeed.
That's the thing. Worry about that later, though.
Wonder what the response to this one's gonna be.
All right. You indeed receive a message back from Impa. Hello, Rambu. Yes, I'm well aware. I'm in Hyrule Castle currently. It is best you stay out of this, unless given word otherwise. And that's all you get.
Wow, it's unfortunate. Word otherwise has been given.
She doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Well,
Don't
guys,
worry,
looks like I can't.
that in
Wait.
person
I
later.
wonder where, I wonder where Hyle's little crush is.
Shahana?
Shahana.
Yeah. I'm glad you did know who I was talking about.
So,
Alright.
Okay, well,
The only
it's not
person with
It's not surprising that Impa knows, I suppose.
you
Alright.
got a message back?
I would have been more surprised if she hadn't.
She was working with a person training her, protecting her, so I didn't know if she even had a chance to be told yet.
I honestly figured she knew, but
What, does she have like a sixth sense, you think?
Information spreads.
well, she's much better at me than with
And in
certain
her
things.
position, even if she isn't a royal protector, she still would be someone that would be let known
Privy.
about her.
Privy to the knowledge.
well, until we meet again.
Hopefully under
Friends.
better circumstances.
We
Indeed.
have about an hour before this. Enjoy that report, Gerolf. Gonna immediately head out.
Yeah. Likewise.
Try
All
not
right.
to lose any hairs. Laying more gray.
So did Gerolf basically presidentify while we were gone? Like, you know how...
Yeah.
The before after of presidents?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
He is very much showing his age a little more. Like, he looks like he's around 40 now.
When he's
What do you
like,
look like before? I forget.
like mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Like,
Oh, okay.
like maybe late 20s.
So it's an hour and a half that we have before the announcement.
Probably about an hour. Getting
Okay.
closer.
We should probably go to the announcement, and we can take care of what we need to go do, and be out in a day or two.
Yeah, maybe stop on where the Doctor Op is, on the way. Because if Marin's not there, that place is gonna be a
We need to let him know.
that too.
Can't tell him too much, but we should let him know. Marin's
I mean, yeah, of
disappeared.
course. I'm just meaning we might have to shove our way into it, knowing that place.
So Shade, how far is the Castletown?
Square.
Is that where the square? How far away is it from the bank right now?
You
travel
guys
there.
are probably only like 20 minutes away.
20 minutes away.
And Dr. Appa's is how far?
That would be quite a ways away.
Okay, so
That
we'll do it
is
afterwards.
like
Yeah.
that is
We'll do the
industrial
announcement.
district.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we'll do the thing first, then hit Doctor Op.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I do want to see something first because I have a generally bad feeling. We're gonna take out a stick of incense and start drawing the Sheikah eye on the front of the shield, and then light that up, and we're gonna cast some divination.
Divination.
Divination. Here you go. Here's a spell description if you want it.
Okay.
Wow.
You ask a
Gonna
single
be
question.
sometimes.
Okay, and you.
I want to know if anything bad outside of there being just a general negative reaction to Link's death that will happen at the announcement. Any sort of interruptions, attacks, anything like that.
There should be nothing of the sort.
Okay. Seems like it will go smoothly. There shouldn't be too much to worry about. And we'll put the shield
Alright.
back on the back like a backpack.
Let us, once I make it to the square, find a decent spot.
Okay. So you begin heading towards the square as you're moving through the crowds, getting closer and closer to much closer to the gates of leading into Hyrule Castle than you've really ever been, because really you have no reason to go there. You see this. You see above the grand innermost walls, this intricately designed castle with these 6 towers surrounding the main keep.
Flying buttresses for days.
As you're walking through the crowds, you see, heading in that direction as well, a very familiar, rather tall man, Hylian, gray hair, large beard, and you see next to him a hooded person, female. That's a nat 20.
Just the man I was hoping to see with a bonus. Sneak up on them.
You say that directly. You say that to Harkin.
Oh no, I'm sneaking up. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just the man I wanted to see.
I was
I
gonna say,
guess
while he's
this news got to you, huh?
while he's sneaking up, I would probably be like, "Hey," because we're inside now to get their attention.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm going around.
Harkin turns around, rather surprised to see you.
Who's this man?
You haven't met Harkin.
He has not met Harkin.
I know, I
Right,
was not-
he has not met Harkin.
This is-
The
Did
Just an
realize this.
acquaintance of ours who, is the uncle to this hooded girl right here.
The girl turns around, and you indeed see Shahana.
Ah,
Turns around
hard.
immediately, hand on hood. Hooded girl pulls hood off her head.
Wait, you actually didn't. Wait,
I thought you said you were gonna show Devon.
Oh yeah, I've seen
I
this
did show
already.
Devon.
Okay.
I've seen the art
he saw
already.
it, Kevin. He also showed
Ah,
me at least one part of it.
it's nice.
So there's Shahana. She's really
Uh-huh.
pretty.
Yeah, we get to see her face because I just took her hood off before she got finished turning around.
Hyle, she goes
Lady Shahana.
Grabs
give a little bow.
the front of the hood, puts it back over her, pulls it down a little too much so it's over her eyes. Don't worry. It's only for a moment.
How are you, Lady Shahana?
I'm quite all right. Did something happen?
Is her
Well,
Waiting
other
for
than
the
that
announcement.
situation.
is her outfit any different from when we last met her?
Pretty
Or
much.
is it exactly the same? Okay, I was
pretty
just
mu-
curious
th-
if
this
you had
is
any like small
pretty well how I
upgrades.
described it.
I was just making sure there was no small upgrades or anything.
I just made it back from a job and heard there was an announcement, so we're waiting for the announcement.
Like I said, anything but this situation. I mean, everyone's here. Even this man, Harkin, right here, has come out of the bar's house.
Indeed. We're waiting to see what the king has to say.
Hello. I don't think we've met.
I don't believe we have.
He saved Shahana.
My name is Lynn Souchalte III.
He puts out his hand. Harkin.
We'll shake the hand. Pleasure to meet you, Harkin. You're Shahana's uncle?
Yes.
Hyle will kind of do I want to put an arm around Harkin? Maybe. Arm around his shoulder, lean it, whisper him. You got my message before, right?
He
About the entire
responded.
situation. Yeah. I'm reconfirming the situation.
Okay. Indeed.
What did you end up finding from the ruins?
Nothing so far. Haven't had much of a
see.
chance.
That's unfortunate. Like I said over there, we ended up finding probably more than we bargained for on our end.
Shahana, where is Empa? I thought you were traveling with her.
Well, she was called back to Hyrule Castle for a matter of urgency while we were staying in Kakariko Village. We only arrived a day ago. She didn't want to leave me alone in Ordon, so she brought me back here to stay with Uncle Harkin for a few weeks.
See. Like I said, Eon, even if she isn't in the position that she used to be, word's going to get to her.
I mean, yeah, I just didn't know. Maybe she could have been in a place where it would, or she'd be in a place too
Alright.
far.
Well, we'll be nearby if you need us.
Would you mind if we stood with you?
Oh, not at
No?
all.
Do you need
No
to lift
problem
up
here.
above to see everything? How short is she?
She's
Toby height.
about no, not that short.
Great.
Let
Toby
me.
short for a Hylian?
Toby
Toby
was
was
very
short
short
for-
for a Hylian.
He was very short.
Ah,
He was
I
like,
knew he was like 4 something, I thought.
Short King.
he was shorter than
We
Rambu.
stand short kings.
Obviously, he's
Um,
shorter than Rambu. Rambu's a Sheikah.
No,
I think
and it,
she's
like,
taller than Rambu. I do not remember.
Rambu is a
Um,
solid 5.
she's a
5
solid-
foot, so.
I mean, she's more than a 5. Let's be honest here.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
I will get that to you eventually once I actually find things. Anyway,
Then I will
Right.
say this. I will say this generically. Anyone need a lift up to be able to see? Because I.
I think we should be fine.
Okay.
So, just as a question, would I have known
she's
of
5'5".
Shahana? She's 5'5". Well, 5 inches taller. Would I have known of her at least just in passing, beyond what everyone else
You
has mentioned?
would have seen her around in Kakariko Village, sort of tailing behind Impa. This is the first time you've seen her face and seen her up close. You've never interacted with her.
I figured.
So, how's the road been treating you while you've been traveling?
Surprisingly,
more
surprisingly
monster
empty.
attacks.
Indeed.
That's good.
Yeah, whenever there has been a monster attack, well, Impa is quick to take care of it.
Indeed.
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
Yes,
It sounds like you both been doing good.
I have a long way to go.
You'll get there.
Well, I have been improving, since the last time.
Yeah. How's your knife skills?
Getting better.
That's good. See, this is a situation where you would show me, but I guess I didn't relay that one too much, did I?
Sorry, I don't really pick up on those cues.
Also, maybe not here in the middle of the street.
Also that.
What? That didn't stop her the first time we met.
How did you all meet Shahana again? I know I met her in Willingard. but-
Ah, she tried to rob me.
Oh yes, I remember now.
It was amusing, really.
Well, shall we be off then?
Yes,
Right.
Not to cut you off short.
I mean, we're waiting here, pretty much. We just need to move to a different position.
All right. So, you all get to the gates leading to Hyrule Castle. A very large crowd formed. You see knights and the city guard stop citizens from drawing too close to the castle, among them looking like Hyrulean royal guard in their more refined regal-ish attire, similar to those seen in Breath of the Wild, like the royal guard
The white
clothing.
and blue with the plate and all that jazz.
It's like the blue, royal red, that kind
Yeah,
of thing.
You got
the
the
white,
helmet
the white and
on
blue
with the-
tabards.
No, those are regular knights.
Oh,
The cap. Don't they have the funny helmets?
Yep. They have caps.
they got the blue caps.
Yes, I know who you're talking about now.
I will
Look at
give.
that. I suppose with the king coming out himself, they would be out here. Makes sense. Hey, Shade. Funny
What up?
question.
What's up?
Do I see a certain, maybe, guard captain anywhere?
Well, first off, looking at the crowds, you do see like a little bit away. Guess who it is? Garion Courtenay, standing
that's
with his bunch of goons.
Anyways.
Do I see Rupert anywhere?
Roll perception.
Wisdom is a useless stat.
Up above the gates, you see this
May I roll
this
perception?
this balcony. You don't who knows, man.
Okay. I'm just making sure. 'Cause, I probably
Um,
would have saw him in passing since I was with Lynn a lot.
You see, this balcony suspended up about 200 feet on the castle's outer citadel. You see sitting in this golden throne with red felt, the figure of King Phoebus Aurelius Hyrule. Next to him, in a smaller throne of silver, is you see the Princess Zelda. In
Is she
this,
blonde? Is she blonde or is she brunette?
She is blonde, like all but Twilight Princess appearances.
Okay, I was about to say, is it Twilight Princess Zelda or not?
It is not.
That's all we care about.
That's all I care about.
That's all he cares about. He needs to know if he gets representation here or not.
Just for fun. And because I'm paranoid, I'm gonna do the adjusting of the glasses and do the see invisibility.
Raw perception.
Ooh, fun.
You do see, just joining them, you see Gerolf up there, as well as Ogros. And you do see in this, rather, somewhat bulky, armor of silver, slick back hair, brown. Is this, you would gather, to be a very important knight of some kind? Hyle, roll me perception. As well as a group
Just
of other
Hyle?
Hylian knights. Yes, just Hyle.
Okay.
Didn't want to go to the 16.
He looks very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we round to about 12 o'clock, he doesn't quite begin just
It's
yet.
high noon.
It takes about half an hour before King Phoebus finally stands, and he nods to Ogros. The crowd, yeah, the crowd's just loud and chattering of various conversations, just pretty well echoing through the city. Then King Phoebus raises his hand as the crowd begins to look up at the king.
Rambu, do you see anything?
Rambu,
No.
you do not see anything out of the ordinary.
Trying to see if I could spot where Impa is, but
You do not spot an Impa.
she's good at her job. I assume
With-
she's somewhere.
With this booming voice enchanted by magic that you would gather would pretty well cross like halfway through the city, you hear, "Citizens of Hyrule, today of days, I deeply wish I could bring you tale of triumph and glory for our fair nation. Fair, because accents, apparently. 'Tis a shame that I must inform you from the deepest depths of my heart that such cannot be true. Not today, for today is a day of sorrow. One I had hoped would be avoided until a time unknown. This is not fitting music for the situation.
Dun 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 dun.
Bards, please.
Turn that shit off.
I regret to announce the death of Sir Link of Linden, our beloved hero of Hyrule. You hear an uproar in the crowd at the mention of Link's death, of anger and sorrow. lasting for about a minute before the king raises his hand again to regain their attention. The crowd takes about another minute or so to settle. Sir Link returned to us not a week ago, on the edge of eternal rest, regaling us with his final breaths, those moments and fateful actions which led him here. He was faced with great evil, defending you, the people of Hyrule, from an unseen threat only he had seen. One that could not be destroyed without a noble sacrifice. He dedicated his life to our protection, as a royal knight and as the hero of Hyrule, knowing full well the price he would have to pay in order to ensure our safety. He was of our best, and this loss serves as a mighty blow to this nation. More so, as more dangers continue to grow beneath the surface. But my people, we must stay strong, stay diligent, for the hero's life was but proof of our determination and power as Hyruleans. You may grieve, for grief is natural, a natural piece of the mortal soul, but you must not give in to despair. The hero may be gone, but hope remains. And hope shall never be lost as long as we stay united in these trying times. I urge you not to let the darkness win, even when all seems lost. You must stand tall and rise above these forces of evil that would stop at nothing to drag you down to their wretched level. I swear to you in the name of Hylia and the three goddesses, as your leader, as your king, that I will see to it personally that Hyrule be freed from this darkness that would see us writhe in pain and expel this rotten stain from our land of gold. May it be cursed eternally should it attempt to rise again, for the wrath of the free land of Hyrule is nothing to easily squander. Now go. Return to your homes. And return to your work tomorrow. We take today to grieve, and come dawn, we will see the light of the sun, and of Hyrule return anew. Chattering among the crowd returns as King Phoebus finishes speech. As he returns to sit upon his throne and speaks with those close to him on the balcony. You notice that Zelda does not seem to be paying much attention to her father, her eyes kind of dwelling to the crowd. Everyone roll me a perception check. Okay.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Just do a
What?
thing real quick.
Wisdom is a useless stat.
What?
Wisdom is
I got
a
it, Conrad.
Man, I really hope 15 works.
Oh, proficiency. Love them.
Wait. Where are you?
Shahana's gonna roll too. You got a 25, my girl.
Jeez.
Yo.
Did she roll a nat 20?
She rolled a 19.
Oh,
She got that high perception. Where the heck is the thing?
Nice job, Shahana.
Where
the-
are you?
bottom of your sheet.
As you're looking at us.
She
Oh, no,
appears to
I'm
be
trying to drag another thing on.
Conrad, Shahana, Hyle, and
I was
we'll
about to
see
say
if
that-
Rambu notices.
I was about to say, Rambu.
Who is that
Yes,
for?
Rambu, do it.
Kill!
Rambu.
I'm
Doing
guidancing
guidance.
I'm guidancing myself. Here. Where is my D4?
Roll your
Okay,
D4. Okay.
I gave myself the thing and it didn't roll.
4.
It didn't actually have that effect on it.
15
Well, same as Eon, though.
total.
Okay.
Same as Eon.
So, Shahana, who knows what Harkin's looking at? Do I even have stats in here for Harkin right now? I don't know. I have a stat block for him. I just don't know if I imported it in Defend His Grounds.
Oof.
I do.
You do.
I'm just blind. You're pretty good at it. Oh, you absolutely notice. Indeed. Harkin, Shahana, Conrad, and Hyle, you see that she's very particularly looking at your cluster.
Hmm.
So it's hard to tell if she's looking in your general direction or at you guys in particular.
Still trying to find Rupert.
Indeed. After a few minutes, the crowds begin to disperse. You hear sobbing, angry voices. You hear Garion lambasting the king for relying too heavily and too long on a supposed hero.
We should go find Dr. Appa.
I'm just watching
Heck,
up
he
there.
might be here.
Yeah, eventually, Zelda looks away from you.
Hmm.
What, did you see something?
Everyone's still up there? Knight,
Indeed.
Agros, all of them are still up there. The crowd's dispersing.
Yep.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep looking up there until the crowd disperses and maybe the knight looks over here.
The let me just real quick. Okay. Eventually, the knight in silver armor walked to the front of the balcony where King Phoebus was standing, watching the crowd disperse as it passes back through the gate. Places his hands upon the edge of the balcony, looking down at the crowds. Let me see if you even notice, my dude. Where are you? Do I not have your sheet? Let me just double check his perception real quick.
Imagine it's passable. Whether or not
'Cause
he
I
rolled
didn't
good.
import his sheet, apparently.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh no.
Means
Okay.
we don't have to fight him.
Shame.
You rolled the same thing as Shahana.
Okay,
shit.
he would notice.
Eventually, as he scanned the crowd, he looks down to see you, Hyle. Stares for a good moment before standing up and walking back towards the king.
Okay. Cool. That's all I needed. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Alright. Yeah, we should probably head to Alpa's or something.
Shade, why do I have a grant advantage attack on me?
Good question.
Good question. I don't know. It wasn't applied by anyone, apparently.
I see. Sorry, I was going through it and I noticed I still had the bait and switch on there, so I was like, oh, I'll get rid of that, and then I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Sorry.
Shahana eventually, as you guys begin walking back towards the gate. Out of curiosity, are you Are you all planning on traveling anywhere soon?
In a few
Yeah,
days.
in a few days.
Within, a couple days. Heading towards
Talabeth.
the southwest. Brent had a second.
Well, I was. Now that you're here, I was wondering if I could maybe accompany you, at least for a time.
Sure. I don't see any problem with it.
mean,
It's not like Impa's going to be able to do anything. She's currently in a situation.
I was just gonna say I don't want an Ingram, but otherwise, sure, it's your choice. I mean, I don't think any of
Might
us
be a little bit dangerous, but
That-
yeah, you're welcome to come along.
That was much quicker than I was expecting.
What? Did you think we wouldn't want you to come along? We don't have any issue with you.
I know, but Hyle definitely doesn't.
Blushes.
Everyone except Lynn would notice her somewhat blush.
God damn it!
Get a
Wisdom
better
I will
one,
tease you with this till the end of days.
Wisdom is
I
a
was going to improve it, but no, I gave the book. I gave the book to Rambu, so she
why
could have
would
her
you-
fucking 20 wisdom.
Why
Let's go.
would you improve
Thank
something
you
you
for
say
that,
is
by the way.
useless?
You're very welcome. I take it next ASI you're gonna make it 22.
If I could do that.
You can do that because your cap is increased now.
Oh, right, because the cap is Oh my god.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
Oh, right. That's how those books work.
Oh no,
You're
Rambu, the
welcome, Devon.
wisest of them all.
My third eye opens.
I am scared.
I gave up. I
So
gave up a decent perception for you.
It's fine. I'll make good use of it, believe me.
Okay.
I mean, didn't you
Oh,
increase your
how
bonus by
did
2?
he react? to
And
that
Harkin react?
statement? Yeah,
Can react. Oh, good.
I just.
How
Yeah,
did good old Uncle Harkin react?
Well, I was expecting this, to be honest. I don't entirely agree with her going anywhere, though I admire her persistence.
I was meaning the blushing part, but okay.
Oh, well. That is not my matter to worry about.
Well, you're pretty easy going about that.
Now, she can
There is a bit of
travel with you on one condition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ensure she stays safe and hidden from the public eye.
We'll take all the
necessary
glory.
precautions. Don't worry,
And-
where we're going isn't very much in the public eye.
And should Impa discover she's left the city without her knowledge, I will deal with it the best of my ability.
Hey, Rambu, since we're not leaving,
Hi.
just
Hi.
send Impa a
That
message
might
being
not
like,
be a good idea.
I mean,
No, no, go ahead, do it. Tell her
she
right
can-
now.
she can answer yay or nay.
I can make a guess that Impa will not be happy that Shahana's traveling with us again.
Yes, but it's better for her to know who than to proceed to want to kill a bunch
Then-
of people because she doesn't know.
Yes, I would rather. She's going to find out one way or another, let's be completely honest here.
Yeah, and so let's tell her ahead of time so she's not ready to kill a
Let's
person
wait
who
until
stole her.
after we
Character.
left.
Out of character. This is a complete power move to straight up tell Impa that we're taking
Yeah,
John.
yeah, that's why I was doing it.
I think we should wait until we're out of Castletown. So
No.
that way she can't.
That way
come
it's
and
too
find
late.
us. Oh,
Um,
he's already using it.
I mean, I need you to understand. Impa will find out. There is no getting around it.
Oh, I
It's
know, I
just
know.
a matter of
Definitely find
time.
out.
I
You
would
should
like
just
to
tell her
have
now.
a day.
I would
Clean up.
rather inform her ahead of time that her pupil is coming with us.
That's completely irresponsible. Go ahead and tell her now, honestly.
Also, in case stuff happens, she's not panicking trying to find her pupil, and then something happens to her because of it.
Mhm.
Pupil the right word? I look towards her. I assume that's an appropriate word, right?
Not prodigy. What the word I'm thinking
Prod-
of?
I think right. Just listen to
Shahana, what would
Shahana.
you consider Impa? Teacher? And you're the pupil?
I suppose
Mentor,
Apprentice, maybe?
I've never
Okay.
really thought about it.
There's a word limit, so we're trying to figure out how best to go about this.
Good thing it's word, not syllable. Man,
That'd be
imagine that spell
terrible,
was
God.
syllable. That would be awful and amazing.
That would be
You would
terrible.
have to think of how to do it with one syllable at most.
Hey Jorl, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's one word.
Well,
We're taking your student. Bye. Shahana's coming with us
Hey,
for a
Impa,
little
we're
bit. Bye.
stealing your
Stealing your student. Bye.
Impa, we're stealing your student. Goodbye.
That's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of walking in, writing a note, and leaving it on someone's desk, and then going, "Okay, good, we're good to go." Runs
That's
out.
good enough.
They discover it 2 hours later. Son of a.
And it says, borrowed your car. It may not return.
Oh,
it's very much a
And none for Gretchen Wiener, bye.
we are asking for
There is no
forgiveness after.
You want forgiveness?
Maybe at least get away from the castle before you send a message.
That's what I'm trying to get at. It's like,
we're walking a little bit. I'm thinking of how I'm gonna phrase this.
I'm saying we should
go ahead and get it.
after we
Fucking-
leave town.
We need to somehow get eye contact with her.
Fucking you send that message, all you see behind you is just several civilians being flown into the air as Impa comes running.
I'm really
That's what-
sad Rambu didn't find Impa because I just wanted the pure moment of making direct eye contact across the city, sending message, and immediately booking it.
But that's why we should wait until the moment we leave town. That way she doesn't find us and kill us in our sleep.
No, but once we leave, that's us leaving the safety of the town with her without telling her.
Hey.
She'll kill us
No.
slowly.
I'm saying as we're going out the gates.
Oi. Here's a
okay,
hot take. Hey, Shahana, what's your opinion?
Impa is scary, and I'm genuinely unsure as to which one would be a better choice.
I'd rather not be killed in my sleep.
I think that's a challenge.
All
I
right.
do like the sound of a challenge.
I do like the sound of a challenge. See, Conrad understands.
I think it would be funnier if we could
4, 6,
get eye contact when we did it.
10, 12,
But
16, 18, 20, 22.
Wow.
So yeah, we're heading to Dr. Appos.
Okay.
yeah. I'd like to make a stop by the post office afterwards.
Harkin's being he's keeping behind, right?
I will prepare your things, Shahana.
Good.
Okay. And Harkin, as you guys make it getting very close to the gates to the industrial district.
I would not call out the Harkin before he would disappear. I would be like, Harkin, they're like a treat you like. It sounds odd, but I'm gonna give you one next time we meet when you drop off her stuff because I feel like it'd be only fair to give you something. Even
Hey,
if it's
Harkin,
just
have
a
you ever
snack.
had Rice Krispies with marshmallows in the before? You make them in an ice box, I hear.
I'm gonna try chocolate chips next.
Do you like pastries? I think is what he's getting at.
I can never turn down a good pastry.
Wonderful.
It makes
This
the
sounds
best.
bad, but I'm gonna give you pastries for.
We're trading Shahana's life for pastries. Oh boy.
You're ransoming. You're ransoming her for pastries.
I'm going to go now.
Yeah.
All right, so you head to Appa's then.
Yeah.
All right, getting through the industrial district the same way that you typically do. You do make it to Appa Shoppa.
Appa Shoppa, as in my
Appa
notes.
Shoppa. Cut.
That's what is in my notes too.
It's so bad out of character that Lynn being the noble, even if it was out of character, it's just Snak being the one that made the ransom joke. It's an ironic situation.
Beep, bop,
Ooh.
boop, dip.
Okay.
I had to be
Alright,
my first. Let's
I have the message primed and ready to go in my head now, I think.
Cool.
Alright.
Sorry, keep a hold on that.
So
the old-
let's enter Alpha's shop, figure this out with him. Probably have to shove our way in, knowing him.
Try not
and then you
to
can send
talk
it.
over each other's guys.
Sorry.
Silver, what were you saying?
Hmm? Oh, no, nothing really.
Something about waiting or whatever?
Oh, yeah, wait until the last moment before you send that message since you said it was primed.
Oh, I just have the wording ready whenever we're
Yeah.
going to leave, we can send it.
Yeah, the last minute.
Alright.
Okay.
Did Dr. Uppa
Um,
finish the punchy punch?
Shade forgot about that.
I see.
No, with Mariner not there, way harder for him to do it because he had to do other things at the same time. So he didn't have time.
As you knock on the door, actually, we're gonna go to break.
Cool.
God damn it.
The anticipation.
Knock on the
What
door.
awaits on the other
door-
side?
It's a break.
Dr. Appa's dead too.
God
We'll
damn
be
it, motherfucker.
right back.
After these,
It's the My Hero thing where he's laying on the ground with all the red colored liquid around.
Oh my god, it's
Oh,
literally Gran Torino.
Yes. Yeah.
Holy whoa, he's dead!
Oh,
I'm alive.
make
He's
this
alive!
I just spilled some pomegranate juice.
So, Link is dead.
Link is
Yeah,
dead.
that was a real moment.
I can't believe Link's
Wrong.
fucking dead.
Okay, so my real question: what the fuck would have happened if I turned into a Dampier? I've been
Very good
fucking wondering
question.
that for 2 weeks.
Very good question.
What's the
It
thing
would
about the
probably have to
lineages?
be customized, because the lineage only actually
Works for humans.
it keeps most.
And the stat array wouldn't make a difference because I could just choose the same ones.
Let me just real quick look at that. Dampier particularly keeps it has this feature called Ancestral Legacy, which is if you replace a race with its lineage, you can keep the following elements from the race: any skill proficiencies you gain from it, any climbing speed, flying, or swimming speed. It doesn't say anything about anything else, so statistically, Eon technically wouldn't be a Warforged anymore, going by rules as written, but I would write it differently.
Because, like I said, the only way I can't be a Warforged is next session we have a weird flesh-based Eon.
I don't think we need a flesh-based Eon.
It'd be weird.
Meet Sakion.
Transmute metal
Meet
to
Zac
flesh.
Eon. I feel like he'd look like a super mutant or something.
It'd just be
It
like
would be horrifying to look at, yes.
it'd be Apocrypha where Legend Dracula activates and it's all the fleshy bits that come out of him around the joints and stuff.
Mmm,
And thorn.
Yeah,
delicious.
my hope was my hope was it gave me the not physical things, so I would have like the dark vision, and then maybe the increase in speed. And
Doesn't go
then,
ahead,
and
go ahead.
and then I was sitting there like, I'd probably get a bite, and it would be kind of neat if it's like normal mouth, talking. You see, it's like his mouth open. It's just perfectly smooth, and I go for the bite, and the jaw dislodges, and it's like, oh no, that is terrifying.
Oh no. Oh
cartoon jaw drop.
Kinda. That's my thought. But with rows of teeth. More think like Pennywise.
But there's a second jaw behind the first jaw. That's some more, eh?
That's amore. Yeah,
I will be right back.
I need to go fill up my water.
Same.
I find it funny because I would still not need to breathe, and technically because the whole body was still technically not need to eat. I was hoping I'd get the spider climb, but at the same time, because if I did have spider climb, I would specify it be like Dio, where I'm just shoving my foot into the wall.
I'd like to imagine if we ever see the body, there's just like this weirdly radiant wound. So Roscoe was one with the killing blow because he was afraid Link was still thinking he owed him money.
Oh, perfect timing. I meant to send this earlier. But it might work even better, ironically. Because I remembered this earlier. And I was like, oh, this is just Roscoe's song. And then it almost gets really bad this minute.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Is that song?
No.
No.
I'm not dead yet.
Is this the Bring Out Your Dead?
If I'm not mistaken, that is how it starts. Yes, I saw it this morning and forgot to share it.
But in the actual Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This is like where they're...
Yes, this would be around that time, yeah.
Okay. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled elderberries. Which is actually a pretty sick burn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're calling your mother the town whore and your father the town drunk.
I remember we would sing this in 5th grade.
What is that? What that insult means?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your mother was a hamster. Who are notable for their how often they have kids. And your father smelled of elderberry wine.
Huh. Learn something new.
I fart in your general direction. You English pig dog.
I am become coal. Haver of blankets.
Huh.
Man, I got to show off some characters today.
One.
Characters.
But yeah,
Excuse me.
I remember that just as a tune when walking home, and I went, "This is Roscoe's song, even if it's not, it is."
Oh, zombies in chat.
Zombie, how do you feel that you killed Link, so you don't owe him money?
Oh, I don't even have chat open. I really need to do that more often.
Someone tell me his response.
Indeed, yes, Link is dead. Gerolf explained that he's dead. Yep. You got background noise, Chris.
The link is
Yeah,
dead.
that's entirely serious.
The link is dead.
That was the matter of
joking.
urgency that Gerolf had to mention. Well,
I was joking
yeah.
But Roscoe got the last hit because he was afraid Link was going to come after him because he owed him money.
I can tell you it was not Roscoe because this event happened while you guys were
We
underground,
were
pretty much.
Fighting Stella, yeah. The link is dead.
Link, Ding dong.
Oh,
kiss that.
and you almost had a Dampier Eon, which we still don't know what actually would fucking happen.
Indeed.
Mantle of
Alright,
Bruges
I'm back.
whack, yo.
Indeed.
It's whack.
Who did you want to
Air
have
is
that?
whack.
I
I'm
gotta
burning
know.
that. I'm
Whack.
burning that when we go to camp.
The way Bruja never
So to note, I straight up asked, like in the private call, one of the things was okay, out of character, but this actually just totally destroyed my character. He goes, "No, we just have to figure some shit out." I mean, let's not worry
Oh.
about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
But legit, for 2 weeks, technically more than 2 weeks, I've been sitting there like, what does this mean?
What does this
mean?
do? What does this do?
What do you
Nothing
do?
but where it came from, or so help me.
Okay. I should not go to that one. Go back to the break
Oh,
thing so I
that's
can.
4 minutes. I don't want to watch that right now.
But
Huh.
yeah, the goal is to go to Dr. Rappa, talk with him, see if I have gotten any letters, and then probably avoid Windows for life.
Avoid Windows for life.
Because
Sounds
I
like
do
a
not want,
personal issue, and I don't want to get into it.
I don't want to get sword beamed by Impa walking by a window.
Look, the only situation that's going to occur is that
Ah.
you're going to see it coming, and maybe not even then.
You'll
Never
never see it coming.
coming.
It's the last surprise.
Let me just real quick
Dude,
post
dude,
Shahana's
dude.
art in here. Soon as I find where I actually put it.
For Impa's neutral special, she wields gun.
For Impa's neutral special, she willed you better run.
She wields a gun.
For Impa's neutral special, you better run.
Just after an attack hits,
Ah, yes. Run.
Heyo!
Hello,
is it a
Russ,
zombie?
the zombie.
So my question was, how do we run into a Rito on our way to the Arbiter's grounds?
Who knows, man?
Gonna be on the Arbiter's grounds.
Maybe he runs
He's
into
being
us.
taken there as a noble prisoner. He committed a war crime.
Maybe
Yes.
he's Ganondorf's cellmate. Zombie, how do you
Totes.
feel about Bisht
Totes.
being Ganondorf's cellmate?
You know, I had misheard that as first. Instead of cell, I heard soul.
Same.
Oh, cool. Spamalot, the thing that stole from Monty Python.
Yeah.
I
But
thought,
so-
I thought
Isn't
But
it
so
Mighty-
aggressively they were
isn't it-
sued.
Isn't it Mighty Python spam a lot now? Didn't they have to actually do that?
left, up, right, down.
I thought the same people made it. I'm apparently out of touch.
Like, it is like, it's kind of yes and no. Like, they own the rights to it now, but they had to sue them, and rather than like fight it, the like original like playwright just went, yeah, this is yours. Then you can have it. It's a 2005 Broadway production based upon Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Because, yeah, the play came out in 2005.
Ah.
There was then a film that's been in pre-production for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
You know what this outfit is?
I apologize for ruining
What up?
the attempt to end break.
You're
No,
fine.
you won't know this, Shade. Zombie will know this, and maybe Snak. It reminds me of the absolute greatness that is Sanka's new outfit in the Omniscient Reader for that new chapter.
So I'm just pretty darn hot right now.
I saw that. I was like, whoa, hold up.
Whoa. But she's not as good as
You goodness. HSY. Hansu Young.
yeah, Hansu Young. Hansu Young's
Hansu
got
Young looks like trash, and
By
she
the
owns
way, we probably sound like the fucking nerdiest people in the world.
Indeed.
We're playing a D&D 5e Zelda-based thing in which we just brought up Spamalot Monty Python, and you're bringing up a Korean manhwa.
What?
it. It's a posting
No.
image of the song goes
And you
out.
probably hear in the background a video game from
I will
mine.
jump the
So
booth
it's
and go
just
to-
the weirdest moment.
Butts are trending in Canada.
Yep.
Let's start trending in Canada.
That's a fact. For some reason.
I don't know why.
Because why
Oh
not?
yeah,
I researched that.
Zombie. We were told by Gerolf that Ganondorf is alive and is in prison, and we have to go talk to him for information.
Like, did he say imprisoned or in prison? Because those are kind of like two different things, but
prison.
also.
He said we have to go talk to the perpetrator of the incident from 2 years ago in the Arbiter's Crowns.
Indeed. Discussions of which
Oh, and Shahan is
Oh,
wanting to
okay.
join, and we're sitting there like, yes.
Yeah,
we're
Shahana's
taking
going with them.
Shahana's going to go meet Ganondorf.
I like how Zombie might
Impo
never
would actually kill us if we told her that.
told her what?
She doesn't even know about that part.
I know, I'm saying if she does find out, she will kill
No,
us.
I meant Shahana doesn't even know. She just wants to travel with us.
You're doing what?
You did what?
Then just Impa from the God, what's the recent game? I can't think of its name now.
Age of Calamity.
Yeah, thank you, Age of Calamity. We're just why is there 50 of her?
Why is there 50 of her? Why is there a frog falling from the sky?
I'm posting this one in general. This is such a good image. Look at that. The absolute smug.
Is it Hansu Young?
Yep.
Good.
Alrighty. The vote is up in here.
Up in here.
Yo, start
Hold
that
on,
yo.
like,
Cam doing the click. Alrighty. So, getting right back into it. With that, that's combat. I don't know what's going on with the combat layout right now. Some weird
We
shit.
open the door opens.
The door opens.
How bad's the damage?
Freaking Appa has created this death machine that he can pilot. It's a freaking it's a mech. He's gonna
The
fight
mech
you
is
now.
not God.
Oh my god, he's built the mecha Groundon to Pokemon fight us with
Yeah.
a goddamn skip plume or a hoppip or whatever it was.
I'm glad our brains went for the same thing.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway.
a thing that'll always stick in my mind.
You knock on the door, as is very kind.
What you talking about? I live here. I'm kidding. I knock.
What you talking
You know,
about?
just walks through the door, not even opening it.
There's no neon-shaped hole in the door.
There is no door because Eon is taller than the door.
Exactly. There's a hole in the wall above the door too.
Eventually the door opens and you see this hey, by the way, before this,
Mhm.
Yes.
you were given a package by Gerolf, you never opened it.
Oh, I would have. I
We
probably
haven't-
would have opened it on the way since I really wasn't doing much of the talking. I just was waiting until after the meeting, the talking with the king.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
we
wait till
proceeded to
found
have the
someplace
whole
a little
thing
bit more
with.
private.
Oh,
So-
sure, then we can do that. Oh no, it's a smoke bomb.
Okay.
I'll die.
Yeah, you see this about like 30-year-old or so woman. You don't recognize her. Do I have a description for you? I don't think I do. She is a it's a secret.
Yeah, we'll just move on to secret. We don't get no.
Average
It's a
height,
lady.
average height, darker skin, dark hair, Hylian. She looks to all of you. Yes, hello?
We're here to speak with Dr. Appa.
Are you acquaintances?
This is his son. I'll pat Eon on the back.
Oh,
This is Eon.
I see. I shall fetch the doctor. Please come in.
Wonderful. Okay, let's see how much it all changed.
Has not changed.
Perfect.
If anything,
Looks
it's
like the
not
usual
here.
shop. It's probably a little messier. You are let in. The woman goes to the back shop. Eventually, Appa comes out. Looks to all of you. Looks to Eon particularly, of course. Ah, you returned.
Yes.
The Duchess told us to tell you not to make the robots as explodey.
Yeah, they blow up a lot. A lot.
Oh, did you?
She's
did,
still doing repairs.
did you have to deal? Oh, that was a night making those designs.
Don't worry. It doesn't exist anymore
Wait.
currently. You can you can improve.
Wait, they exploded.
The big one did.
That wasn't supposed to explode.
We assumed.
I kind of caused it, I think. Maybe. It's hard to tell.
It was the one that had like the core, like the flaming core, right?
That wasn't
you
supposed to
left
be
an
flaming.
Yeah, I was about to say, you left an exposed core, I think is the problem.
I didn't
That was
build
out of
it.
that was out of character.
I
You didn't build
I made the plans.
No, I would have at least saw it had like an exposed core, so I would have said that part.
No, I was making sure that it did have like the flaming core.
Yeah,
And I'm not
it did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the big, probably about 15 foot tall, big flaming core in the middle.
Did it hurt you?
A little bit, nothing
Oh,
we couldn't
oh.
handle.
I feel like
Well.
other things hurt me more than that thing. It's hard to tell.
To be honest, leaving it at a weak point like that is prime opportunity to stab it, as I did.
It wasn't supposed to.
When
have
it
a
stopped
weak-
working afterwards. And then we wailed on it and then exploded after.
It wasn't supposed to work like that. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Was it another one that was made to lift heavy things and someone tried to break it again?
It was not meant for combat.
That's what I thought.
Well, looks like someone improved on the design then. Quote unquote.
I wouldn't
I mean, it
call
blew
a
up, so I
flaming
don't
core
think
and
it improved.
explosions would be improvements, but to each his own.
Adequate
Anyway,
Quote unquote.
modification.
what can I do for you?
I just wanted to stop by. You haven't heard from Marin recently, have you?
Well, she came in not a few days ago.
Did she seem
Well,
alright?
more than a week, in fact.
Like,
She was very distraught and very quick to leave.
okay, but she's. Last you saw her, she was okay after
Didn't say
coming back.
anything. Kind of
Um,
worried because she was kind of close to the news
She
that
was,
happened.
she
Ah.
was traveling with Link before everything happened. We didn't know if she made it back or not.
Well, they
I
also
was-
just knew each other.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't really entirely know where she might have gone.
But she came back, and that's better news
Yes.
than nothing.
She looked physically unharmed. I wouldn't be able to tell you if there was anything off other than she was very worried.
You said she walked in and then walked back out?
Well,
She didn't say anything.
she spoke with me a little bit, made sure everything was all right, and she was off very quickly.
Well, yeah, we were in town, and oh, by the way, I'm a baron.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
One of your creations has been given noble status. You must feel honored.
Oh, well, I didn't create him.
Oh, right. You just
Reactivated.
activated him.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
Uh,
wouldn't be
but,
here without him.
Does this mean Dr. Appa is ability too, since Eon's basically your son?
I don't think it
Mm.
works that way.
No,
I think only me and Rambu directly get it.
you have to be granted the
Does that mean
title
I'm
or be
married to
born
Rambu?
in. That is not what that means.
Wait,
DM
mean,
I
one,
wouldn't-
DM. That is not what that means.
But does Eon know that?
Maybe
Since
not.
Only royalty he knows of our families.
Well, at least
Is that
Eon.
our sibling? Maybe I'm siblings to Rambu. Yeah, actually, that's it. I'm siblings to Rambu instead.
Well, I'm
I don't-
so happy that you have a family.
What are you talking about? I've spent like
You
what,
act like you're
6
not
years
his
with you,
family.
maybe?
Well, It's different when it comes to a father figure, and well, this.
And
he
from what I
looks at all
know,
of you.
you make a good father figure.
Uh-huh.
You do a lot better than some people.
Dr. Appa, I had a couple questions for an idea I had. Just wanted to bounce them off you.
Go ahead.
So you know the spell Sword Beam, correct? You swing the sword and the force goes with it.
I believe I've heard of it. I'm not really a magic type of person.
Given your history with crafting, plus I'd be using your sword for the basis of it. So, wanted to get your opinions on how to best prepare items to store the magic, if you knew it all.
That would require a lot of extra components. You might be better off having it enchanted.
That's what I thought. Just I know you work with the gems, unlike that solar energy. Thought you would know what I should be looking for. And also getting permission to use the sword.
Well, if you can make good use of it, by all means.
Also, how are you coming along with the gauntlets?
Well, time has been busy. I will try my best to get around to it.
No rush. Just thought I'd check in.
Yeah. I see you
Oh,
are.
Rambu,
You.
This is
Oh,
Dr. Appa, technically
sorry.
my father figure. He can make not enchanted weapon per se, but they're magical in nature. That's where, and then I point to all the weapons the party has.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
are you
that's where we got
saying
Bisht.
Shahada?
No,
Yeah.
Did I say Rambu and Shahana, or did I just say Rambu?
you just said Rambu.
I was supposed to be Rambu and Shahana. That's on me.
Rambu, you've heard of the Sheikah engineer, Dr. Appa. He is
Yes,
quite renowned.
I'm familiar with him.
Dr. Appa was my mentor for when I first came here. He helped me iron out all the problems with my armor.
Ah, a pleasure to meet you. And have I seen you around before? Looks at Shahana. I live in the city, so maybe. Well, a pleasure to make your acquaintance, of course. Is there anything else you needed, or?
Just
I was bringing it up in case they wanted a weapon because, I don't know what Shahana has specifically, and I know Rambu has some stuff, but, it does take time to make, but, last time we kind of worked that out.
Mm,
I don't need anything.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I don't very much wield weapons myself. I have a sword in case I absolutely need it, but
Okay.
Oh, Eon, do we want to open that the
Oh,
gift
yes.
girl?
And then I'll pull out of like my side pocket the little gift, which is probably a little smaller than my actual hand, if not the size of it. And then I'll do the four
Wondering what
corners and
that
open.
was.
It's gone. Shahana has it. No.
Oh no.
She stole it.
You finally stole something without us noticing. Congratulations. Wait, what are you doing?
You pull it out. You see this this dark brownish slate.
Oh,
That was too obvious of a word.
Oh,
Oh, God.
which one?
It's Snapsley.
One side of it has this sort of animated screen on it. The other side doesn't exactly look like the Sheikah slate from Breath of the Wild. Looks with the Sheikah eye on it.
Mhm.
It's looks like it has the engravings of like a map of Hyrule, effectively, on the backside.
Okay.
As you are holding in your hands a Sheikah Tech cartographer.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
How big is it?
About the size of a Switch.
Yes, about the size of a Nintendo Switch that totally exists in universe. Probably like about the length of almost your forearm.
Okay. Because I was like, my thought was maybe like a foot in width. Close enough.
I will, as soon as I get that into Fantasy Grounds, I will add that to your inventory.
Sweet. I'll probably keep it. I don't know why I wouldn't.
fascinating.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen one of those.
They said it would help on our next little request. Though would I sink in sand? That is a question I had.
Does he need
Thought
some mobility
process.
upgrades or something?
Does it need sand shoes?
I think you should have about as much difficulty traversing the sand as anybody else would. Are you going to the desert or like a beach or something?
Desert.
Something like that.
Well, I advise you
What?
to be prepared if so.
Mhm.
What do you
Oh,
advise
yeah.
for the desert?
Yeah, I have the list down. We will have rations, water, rations, water, clothes for sand, clothes for sandstorms, clothes for night because it gets extremely cold, clothes for morning because it gets extremely hot, more water, a way to keep ourselves cool, probably a fan leaf or something of that plant.
Does Eon have an actual list, or are you doing this off of memory?
Off of memory.
Hey,
He
did you ever consider the situation of traveling with a wagon through the desert?
No, that's a good point. I'm thinking about that. Probably have to get special wheels or
as
planks. Maybe
you're
you push
listing
for.
this off, Eon, he just tilts his head at you with a wide grin, looks at you all. I'm sure you know he does this a lot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, definitely.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think, out of character, if I'm not mistaken, the first time was how we could die entering a forest.
Yep. Yep.
That was all the way back on Nintendo Island, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It's in that state.
Yeah. So I think Do we want to leave tomorrow morning, or do we want to take another day?
Do we need to get any? Well, we need to get everything prepared for, but we could probably stop before there. Is that the town? The right
Honestly,
next to the front.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you all take a day. We've been going through things back and forth quite fast,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys need the break.
True, that would be useful overall.
Enjoy some entertainment or something. Get your minds off of things for a bit. Refresh yourselves.
Oh, but I was almost cursed. To what? I don't know.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you would probably know. Where do we go to dispose of dangerous items? If you don't know, I'm just gonna burn it when we go camping.
Depends on the dangerous item.
It's a mantle that apparently would change you. I don't know.
Do you
how.
know if it explodes?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Sure.
I saw a flaming core in it.
Because
No.
literally anything could explode.
True. This thing wanted to change me, and it didn't want me to let go of it.
I would
So, I don't
suggest maybe selling it to an expert.
Shit, I should have did that.
We are going to go find her. We know that
By the
she's.
way, I have no sense of money. How much is 30,000 rupees?
Do you have that much on you?
Maybe.
That is a lot of money.
Well, it's not on me. See, we got big pouches when we did one of our previous quests. Pockets? I can't remember what they're called.
He has a lot of money.
What?
He hasn't
yeah.
spent any of it.
I have spent some. About 226? 5-6?
Anyways, do you guys have a inn you want to meet at, or do we just want to try and squeeze into my apartment?
Get all these characters unlocked.
I think I prefer having an inn.
All right. I'll meet you there. I have some things I need to check up on.
If you want to go sleep in your apartment, you don't have to go with us everywhere.
Oh no.
Like I said, if you want to take
No,
a
he's
break,
probably going to be writing letters to his fiance, if I'm not mistaken. I do know about
Jade,
it, right?
how likely, like, the portal is in town, right?
Yes.
Cool. How fast could I get in and out?
Not fast at all.
what is a legal procedure?
It
No,
is
no,
a
there's probably
very
a
lengthy process.
Okay.
It is not something that can be done in a week.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
if I planned for, if I knew when we were coming back, I could plan something
Yes.
around. For, like, okay, but we don't know when we're coming back.
You do not.
Okay.
What you could
then
probably do is,
the post
on our way
office
back,
is-
send a letterhead.
Or you could take me to wherever you're going, and I can do a
Sending.
sending.
I have a picture of Sumner, right?
Sending does not work
Multidimensional.
transdimensionally, I don't
I-
think.
Yeah, it does. It has.
Does
Yeah,
it?
it
has a-
does. There's just
It has a
chance
percent
it might
chance
not
of
go through.
failure. I think.
5%.
Yeah.
It's a low.
5%.
It's a low
Also,
chance.
would
It has
you-
to
would
be a
you want
character,
her
someone
to
you're
random-
familiar with,
I
unfortunately.
have
Yeah,
to be
because
familiar.
all work is
So-
I was about to
So
say,
if,
also,
if I show them a picture and was like, hey, this is their name.
I would have to go with you.
Yeah. You have
I would
to.
have to have. I would have to have at least met them once.
I was
Okay.
also going to say, would you want her to randomly have a woman's voice being like, Lynn's doing okay?
Ha. Yeah, Lynn. Your low wisdom not working for you in this situation. We're not doing.
What? No. Okay.
What? No.
But yeah, I'm gonna be going to the post office and then probably going to my apartment.
Okie doke.
Does anyone want to accompany or not?
I'm gonna go to the market. I'm gonna go find Caladelia.
Oh, I will. I'll give you the mantle.
Okay, cool.
I'll probably follow with Lynn.
I'll put the cursed shit in
But
the rest of my
before
cursed shit.
before we go, I would ask, Fuck, my brain just forgot her name, and I was just about to say it.
Anna?
Yeah,
Shahana,
Shahana. What
do
her
you wanna
favorite
come
food
along?
is, because I'm also going to be making that for everyone.
I haven't had anything extravagant. A nice steak is fine.
Eon, I think I just need some alone time. So if you just
Oh, sure, fine. I was just thinking.
take,
Yeah, understand.
take Shahana to the market, maybe.
Okay, sure. Okay. I thought we were going to do the whole shopping for clothes thing, but we can do that tomorrow.
I just
You got time.
Actually, probably would be. Wait, no place is open right now, isn't it? Because he told everyone not to work.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
is open.
Well, the inns probably are because people have to sleep.
I feel like
Or
there
we
would be
camp
an
out
issue
outside of
if
the
the inn
city,
was
which would be kind of
closed.
annoying.
Would the post office be closed? Do you think?
Is it Sunday?
Probably.
No, it's a Memorial Day.
It's a day of mourning right now.
It is a day of mourning.
Very recently announced, in case you forgot.
No, I
Right.
didn't.
No, I'm just trying to think. Would
That does sort of make things inconvenient slightly, but I understand.
trying to think if there's like
Hey.
is there a mailbox or anything that I know I could get mail from.
You could definitely put it in a mailbox. If you were to send out a letter, but getting mail, you can check your apartment.
Okay, that's the goal.
All right, so you're heading to your apartment then.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, there is no letters under your door.
cool. Going to my workshop,
Okie doke.
and he's stress working.
Stress working,
Right.
let's go.
Not a good idea.
Stress working. Still thinking
And
about
that's why I would go with him.
But he wanted to be alone because he knew
So
you
I
were gonna
didn't.
try and cheer him up.
Oh, wasn't
But
you?
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
to stop you.
Yeah, no.
Interesting thought occurs to me just suddenly.
Hmm?
Would Dr. Appa be able to make a shield with a shot
Probably.
mechanism in it?
With a hookshot mechanism?
With a hook shot mechanism
My
built
God.
into the shield.
I would probably be drawing up like a, you know, the portal barricade.
I mean, it already kind of works like that, if I'm not mistaken.
That would take some
And-
time.
Like
And
drawing up plans for a way to expand the tower shield out sideways more.
That's interesting as well.
Yeah, that would take some time.
That is what he's working on, is drawing up plans for that.
Okay. So,
Do you think that thing in your wheelhouse of possibility, Dr. Appa?
I can certainly come up with some ideas. There's no guarantee.
I'll look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Indeed. You certainly joined with the right group, looking for unorthodox weapons.
It's just an idea. I've seen them used and they seem quite helpful. But also,
Yes.
I kind of have a shield in one hand and a casting focus in the other, so just a way to mitigate that slightly.
I thought your shield was
I
your
would-
casting focus.
Why not have
It
something to
technically-
push
It
instead of...
technically is.
So you're two-handing the shield, is what I'm...
No, I'm not two-handed. The thing now is I'm dual-wielding shields because if I can throw down the shield as cover and then just still have another shield.
Got it. And no change in AC from throwing down the tower shield.
Well, no, because the cover grants me a +2, and then I just retain the same bonus. It's nice. It's nice when I can get it off, but it takes a little bit to set up.
Mm-hmm.
So you really
Also,
don't want a hook
like a-
shot. You want like a quick deploy.
Or, I mean, both would be great.
You want, like, so Lynn's plan is he's trying to build a, like, you can plant it, like there's extendable spikes or something for you to, like, slam it in so it stays up.
Comfortable.
And then it'll have parts that fall sideways that people can hide behind, so that you can have 3 people hiding behind the shield while it's deployed.
You may be going too crazy on the
That's a little too
Swiss
crazy.
Army shield.
He's stress working.
He's stress working. I'm saying all 3 of those would probably be a stretch.
Look at
Yeah,
all
that's
these
the-
features.
The quick deploy might be
Quick
the best
deploy.
idea.
Quick deploy and a hook shot and an increased particle wall or something.
No, it's physical, like, just like, oh hey,
Like one of those
Extra-
shield that like physically breaks.
Deployable
Apart.
yeah,
cover.
like, yeah, a deployable cover, basically, yeah.
No, I would do one of those at a time this minute. Just I feel like the quick deploy is the thing she's
I'm
specifically
also
wanting.
drawing up plans for Conrad's fusion sword harness.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Great.
And
So yeah, we're
Conrad's,
heading
and
to-
Conrad's fusion
Great.
sword.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He can totally wield something like that too now because fighter.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Between Rambu and Conrad, he's got some things to work through. So, fusion sword and its harness, and then the deployable cover shield.
Nice.
Okay. So, Hyle, you
Hiya.
decide to go to Carlisle's.
Carlisle's, yeah. Go find Caladelia.
Slimy, greasy bastard.
Indeed, you approach Carlisle's Magic Emporium. I think that's its name. Let me just remind
Believe
myself
so.
what the name was.
I believe it is.
Carlisle's Spellbound Emporium, in fact,
Curses.
at the western end of the market district. With the good old purplish walls on the outside and golden inlaid door. You is anyone with him? Just or just Hyle?
Did anyone want it?
I feel like there is definitely someone with him, and we all know that.
There's some
I
what?
remember there being like a weapon shop or something where we could upgrade the short sword, so I did want to go to the market because I think that's the area.
That is in
that,
Forte
Forte?
if you're trying to get something magical done.
Okay, never. Yeah, that.
But also, I would have went to the
That's what I
market
was
because I
thinking.
was gonna prepare stuff
Yeah,
for the trip.
So that's
But
where.
besides that,
wasn't
no,
aware.
I was meaning Shahana because I doubt Shahana wouldn't be with Hyle.
I was gonna say, did you, I remember you saying that you wanted to take Shahana to the market.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
I
you did that.
suggested that he do it.
And so I was like, okay, I was gonna head to the market
To-
anyways because we need to prep
To
for
get rid of Eon, I suggested it.
And Rambu is still at Appa's, or
I would just put that idea in his head, and then I'd probably just go along. I'd tag around Shahana.
okay.
I said Sharana because that's the other
Sharana.
character I have.
Okay.
Hi,
It's
Shahana.
another cleric of mine, ironically, although more a rogue than cleric.
Oh, neat.
It's the funny
Yeah,
thief combat medic build.
The trickster one.
That's kind of like Shahana, actually.
Haha.
Nice. Irony.jpg.
Alright, Shahana with Eon?
Okay. So then I guess it's just Hyle alone, unless
Is this in
Unless
the
Conrad's
marketplace?
one.
Because then we kind of would have went together.
well, the markets aren't exactly open currently.
Right.
Correct.
You
Sure.
guys
I forgot
can't
about
get
that part also.
anything.
Then probably would have went to grab it in, so that
Okay.
should be open at least.
Hyle.
Hiya.
You indeed approach Carlisle's and you find Caladelia just outside talking to Carlisle. He
Okay.
seems a little annoyed as he just walks back into his shop, leaving Caladelia out.
Well, he seems grumpy. What do you tell him?
Well, evidently he didn't want my business.
He didn't like the name that your shop had to it?
Also, am I totally getting the money from the cursed item? I don't care if I do or don't.
That is the thing that Hyle would not think about. So unless you bring it up.
Okay, then no problem.
Because we gave it to you to give to Caladelia.
Yeah. Unless it's like a crazy amount, I actually don't care. It was just a thought process.
To point out, Hyle has not cared about money exchanges between party stuff at all.
Apparently I had insulted his business strategy.
Oh, double the prices in the market?
Indeed.
Well, I suppose someone who was told that, their prices may be a bit more than someone else's would be insulted. It's like a noble in the situation where you end up being a noble too, and you start lowering your land prices, and then people may complain about that to them, and then they start going, well, that was a terrible situation you put me in.
Well, if we have any business, I'm sure there's a bar somewhere nearby. I highly doubt they
Certainly.
close.
Maybe. Well,
Shall
yes, yeah, let's go.
All right. For the sake of ease, you're going to the Cat Crawler's Haven.
Gotcha. Was that place we've been to before? I feel
That
like it
is
was.
the place where you spoke with Harkin.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. Sounded like a TV area. Alrighty. So, let me put aside the entire dragon issue. Pulls out the Brujo's cloak. You had taken this off of Eon. He doesn't want it anymore, and by Lynn's suggestion, he said that
Well,
we should.
I actually still wanted it, but everyone said it's still technically not something for you, so go ahead and take it away. And I went, okay. It was still a fancy cloak.
You said it clashed with your fashion sense.
Oh, totally. I was mostly joking, but at the same time, it does.
You also you got the curse ended on you. It's still a cursed item.
Yeah.
Indeed, I ended a curse with his permission.
Mm-hmm.
He wishes
Now
to get rid of it.
Yes. I'm willing to sell it to someone who deals with that sort of business.
Well, it's
Figured-
lucky I'm in town then.
Lucky indeed. To be honest, it saves me a trip coming to you. I was probably going to try to head to Forte if something didn't come up.
I assume something did come up.
You could say. We have to make another trip soon.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at it, shall we? A proper one. One, two, rare. As I figure out a price myself.
$1 million.
Really pulling the opposite of Carlisle, huh?
I'd say it's worth about 4,000. However, I'd be willing to put that up to about 4,500.
4,500 under what circumstance? Just friendly?
As it's a cursed magic item, and that's my specialty.
Sounds good to me.
By the way, you never added the slate to my inventory.
Yep, I have not yet.
He said that he will when he gets that made and imported.
Oh, I thought he said he just had to. I thought he said he just had to pull it up. My fault.
Now it's in your inventory. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's not attunement, so you don't gotta worry.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Alrighty.
That's why I was wondering, because I didn't know if it had the attune to it.
For the sake of math, I will not put that in my ruby total for now. I'll just put it on the side.
You can remember your modifier window.
You are absolutely correct.
You
I forgot
brilliant,
that you could do
brilliant.
that with money.
Wait, how much was it?
4,500.
4,500.
Oh, that's not bad.
Cool. About these dragon scales, you said armor could be made out of them?
Yes.
Putting them out on the table.
I know a certain blacksmith who could. That's error. Error sounds. Oopsie.
Uh-oh.
I didn't mean to do that.
Did I do that?
I know a certain blacksmith who could work a few things out. I don't know if you were wanting armor or. I assume you don't,
Armor-
given that's
Not my specialty.
of course.
It's too restrictive. Is there anything else that could be used with them?
For dragon scales, it's typically better for defense. There may be a few items that can be made with more specialists, but I would have to look around.
Alright. What would the armor provide? In the case that one of the others could use it?
Presumably better protection. Similar in nature to adamantine, I would presume, though there may be added benefits. Aquamentus scales are not as durable as regular dragons, though, so it wouldn't be as powerful as, say, a red dragon, though as rare as they come.
Right. And
In-
you said the dragon's blood could be used for either potions of fire resistance or potions of fire breathing, potentially?
With the right alchemist, yes.
Do you know anyone?
I do, in fact.
It might be useful to get some potions of fire protection.
Understandable. Do you know where you will be in the next few weeks?
Well,
If you're wanting them yourself, of course.
yes. We'll be heading down to the desert for a while, though I don't think it'll take too long. How about this? Since we have someone who has the sending spell, we can have them contact you in the next few weeks to let you know.
Understandable. I should be back in Forte, and I don't plan on leaving for a little while.
Alright. I'll leave these with you then, if that's fine. And do you want a fee up front? For the alchemists and transactions?
Until further notice, consider the cloak or the mantle a suitable payment.
Alright.
Well, I believe that is our business.
How much do you know about dragons? I should ask.
Typically enough to know the histories of certain magic items. Why?
So you don't know anything about dragons themselves?
What do you need to know? Maybe I do.
Have you ever heard about a shadow dragon?
A shadow dragon.
Yes.
Very very rare thing indeed. Related to the Dark Realm, I would assume. Though I don't imagine they wouldn't come from the underworld as well.
Would you say they're powerful enough to be able to make a pact with someone?
There are powerful dragons, such as that. I don't know any off the top of my head, however.
I see. I suppose you wouldn't know anyone by the name of Minilin.
Minilin?
Minilin.
I've read that name before. A history from the early 4th era.
Mm-hmm. I heard there's some runes to the... Which direction were the runes again, Shade? Runes? Were they
Southeast.
south? To the south, dedicated to her. Or at least associated.
Yes, the ruins of Cromwyn, I believe.
Cromwell?
Cromwyn.
Cromwyn. Is that the city?
Crom Fire Emblem?
It was a large town, from my understanding. Sacrificed for the reasons of immortality.
That would be Minilin's immortality.
Unfortunately, I don't know much about the story myself.
Ah, that's a shame. You see, there was an interesting person that I met not too long ago. I thought you might know more. You know, a certain Stella Karnstein had said to say hi to you.
I've met a Stella before, but the name Karnstein. That's the name of a band of vampires to the east?
Yep. The land of Strucker, I believe.
Yes, I've met a Stella before, but if they were Stella
Red hair?
Karnstein, I was not told.
Did she have
Indeed.
red hair? Kind of wavy, a bit tall. What sort of business did you do with her? Or at least, what sort of interaction?
A simple browsing. Why? I assume a vampire would never get up to anything good.
Well, she apparently had seemed to know you and knew that we knew you.
I'm
It seemed to
afraid
be something of apparent interest to her, that she made a mention to it offhandedly.
I haven't the slightest idea.
Can I insight that?
Go ahead.
Hey!
Whoa! Wow. Let's just see. Just to do a roll. Because I've really got to start doing that.
Yeah.
Roll
I'm
whether
gonna
or not they're... or
keep
do it
everyone on their
considerably.
toes.
Yeah. She seems pretty genuine, pretty confident in her tone.
Okay. Well, yeah, I ran into a vampire like that. Fortunately, I wasn't able to kill her, but that's for another time.
Well, you've given me a reason to keep an eye out at night.
Right. Well, she's on the move somewhere. Apparently, north. You wouldn't happen to... I know magic can do all sorts of things. I'm not sure what the limits or what it's capable of, but you wouldn't be able to know someone. I know divination exists, especially since I've seen Rambu do it. You wouldn't happen to know someone who could maybe look at a person if they had an object of theirs? Would you?
To see if they had an object on them?
If we had personal belongings that belonged to the person, they'd be able to look at them or something.
Ah, locate object, I see.
More like the opposite. We ran into someone who had an ability like that. If we were to bring a personal object to them, they're able to see the person's past.
Oh. You're looking
Or-
for a... You're looking for a seer?
Yes. To see if we can find them.
To look into the past is a special ability only held by few. As
Even being able
to
to
locate an object in the present, scrying, though that certainly isn't low-level magic.
I didn't expect it to be. Would anyone come to mind?
As of currently, no.
That's unfortunate. How much would that service be? That you can probably make an estimate off the top of your head.
Well, the focus is expensive. Probably about 10,000. Let's say perhaps 500 rupees per... Well, per minute, I guess.
How much was it?
500 rupees?
That's fairly doable.
Though it depends on how long you scry for.
Probably only a minute I'd need.
Hmm.
Well, if you run into someone like that,
I'll be sure to let you know.
good. With that done, I say business is concluded.
Very well.
We'll be staying in town for a bit longer.
I intend to leave very soon.
Alright. Well, till next time, we'll see you in Forte City.
Until then.
I'll go ahead and get up and head out the end.
Okay. So, what does everyone want to do?
Suffer.
Suffer. Great.
I'll like I've said this before, but I'll specifically make a meal for each character that is of their preferred. If that even means I have to knock on Lynn's door because he hasn't shown up to eat with everyone, I'll knock on Lynn's door because he hasn't shown up to eat with everyone.
You act like he's sleeping. No, I'm
He's
Oh.
going into this with exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
I have my-
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. I have my own set of keys. It's called I'll pay for it later.
Actually, since he knows he'll have time to rest on the road, he probably will like work through the night unless someone
I
picks him up.
figured.
You don't want to get that sleep?
What a
Uh,
guy!
He'll probably work into the night, but he'll sleep eventually.
Ah, like me.
Yes, but he probably will not show up to dinner.
Okay.
Then yes, I will actively be. So it would be a. Okay, you got 5 seconds before I break it down.
He opens the door, takes the food, closes the door.
I'm gonna put my foot in the way.
Ooh, get him.
I just need some time alone, Eon. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know this, but I know you. So what have you been working on? And how much have you actually had time alone?
Oh, what time is it?
It's
What time
probably
is
getting
it?
close to like 5.
It's
If
5:30.
it's dinner.
Oh, well, 3-ish hours. Thinking
How
about
mu-
making a sword for Conrad, or at
Okay.
least drawing up plans for it.
Understood. Doing this conversation, I'm like walking in slowly, kind of leading you with having you explain what you're doing, just stuffing at the same time.
I know he likes having a bunch of swords, so I wanted to make a multi-use sword.
You thinking
If-
one? You thinking one where the top can come off, and you patch and lock in place, or
Yeah, like he has a main sword that would be effectively a long sword. He has a part that can split off, or no, it would be a great sword when all together, but can split
Are
into
you actually
two short
trying to make the fusion blade?
Yes,
So now that
he's
I'm in
actually trying to make-
Motherfucker.
so now that I'm in the room, how much of a mess is it?
Dusk is a mess, but he hasn't had much time to sketch
Okay.
things out.
Okay.
But he will work until about midnight, if no one saw. If you were,
I will tell him if I show up at midnight and you're still working, I will put you to bed on force. I've made that promise to you before. I'll make it again.
all right,
Good.
I'll be fine.
Good. What's your favorite, anyways? And I place down the ironically, the whole time I had just food in my hand, I place it down on the desk. Clear out of space, place it down. Okay. Eat up. Again, I will put you to bed at 12 if you're not here. I pat him on the back and I leave.
Proceeds to eat while sketching.
Oh, he would have kicked your ass if you didn't eat.
Alrighty.
We'll work until midnight.
Exactly. We'll do that scene if no one else has any.
Is there any big rooms that Hyle could find where he could paint a really, really big, like, start a portrait?
I might have a vape in the car.
All the rooms in the inn would be like roughly the same size. You could, depending on how big, you could take up a good, like, begin moving furniture and stuff.
So I'm just gonna that's memes. All these? All of that wall space.
Wait, you're painting the wall?
No, I'm not painting the wall. I'm painting a huge canvas would be that entire wall space. Big.
You would have to take up some of the floor too.
That's fine. Could I do it in a room?
With a lot of effort, yes.
Could I get it out of the room?
You'd have to roll it up
Okay.
when it dries.
I will begin. It is the secret of what it is for now, but I will begin it.
Does Shade get to know in DMs?
Sure. It's been a thing I've had on my list of things for a long time, and I haven't had the chance to start it. There are two. I'm starting this first one. And then I'm going to be starting the second one when I get done with it.
Okay.
Is this
But
the
this will
equivalent?
be-
Is this the equivalent of Lancelot's confession in Morgan's Castle?
A what?
Is this Hyle's equivalent of Lancelot's confession?
I don't know what that is
He
exactly.
painted a giant portrait when he was in prison in Morgan's Castle one time. That
Oh.
documented on that.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. No.
Okay.
I think you might enjoy what it is for when I start the second one. You personally.
Cool.
Okie doke.
That is a thing that will get art in the future, and I will make it happen if I have to.
Okay.
Yo.
Rambu, is there anything you want to do while the night is young?
I did want to send the book back to Kakariko, but since post offices are closed, that's gonna have to wait for tomorrow. So I don't think so.
In between drawings, he'd probably be reading over the starting one of the books he stole from Stella.
Okie doke.
You stole a book from Stella? I thought they all turned to ash.
That's
I stole 7.
I thought those turned to ash.
No, that was a joke about the Ember Temple.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious.
No. They were regular books, not enchanted tomes.
Yeah, so
Look,
he is.
Honestly, I would have expected her to have that type of thing.
So yeah, no, he'll start perusing through the books, working on the fusion sword designs.
I will, I suppose, with the rest of the spell slots I have, since we are just going to get a rest, let at least the higher ups in Kakariko know of the news, because I will surmise that the information might not have traveled that far unless Impa also told them. Just essentially the same exact message from before.
Okay.
Just replace the Impa part.
Got it. Are you going to inform them of like what you're doing?
Yes, I'll do this across essentially 3 settings. Just let them know that I will, unless they tell me otherwise, continue to trail with Golden Harvest to see.
How honest are you being with going to see Ganondorf Dragomire?
Completely.
Okay.
I assume I can get that all within 75 words worth of
Probably.
Man, I can't believe Rambu's letting on state secrets.
Yep.
Sort
of my whole thing.
You're a spy? Oh, you said that's kind of my whole thing, and I was like, wait, Rambu's a spy?
Shrug.
So,
do we have the entire situation where Eon brings us food, by the way? Of our favorite plates? I remember you said that.
Yep. I didn't do that to each. The big thing was Lynn never showed up, so I specifically
You bring me
went after him.
Starfruit?
Yeah. Edition
Hyle
TTRPG.
looks at you and goes, I did tell you this. I didn't expect you to get something like this quickly. That's not
it took time.
You come across.
It took time. It helps I know the people that
I broke into a store.
I know I have friends among the merchants. They did me a solid.
It's a simple fruit salad and then a sandwich on the side.
All right. You are fairly good at that, I guess. For lack of better words.
I will say, they did not have much in, I caught them on the restock day.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, how much wood for everything I'm making? Or just don't worry about it. Take like a couple rupees out.
I just take out like 10 rupees total.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. 6th day, the restock day.
Yeah.
It's about the middle of the week. It's a day off.
There's a switch underneath it that you just slip.
Totally not when restock day happens.
To be fair, there are 10 days.
Yeah.
So we're
This would be a
restocking every 5
Friday.
days,
Yeah, okay, that aligns.
getting ready for the weekend rush.
Yeah.
Sure, man. So, Rambu, what'd you get back? Effectively boils down to regrettable news regarding the hero, and you have authorization to meet with Ganondorf Dragmire, but have caution. Because, well, it is the
It's-
Ganondorf Dragmire.
Yeah.
It is the Ganondorf Dragmire.
The hero of the Arcadian War.
Yeah. Except people put it as War Hero.
War hero.
Single-handedly stopped the Arcadian invasion through the Martians, right?
Him with the Gerudo forces were a
Yeah.
great help.
They basically showed up at the 11th hour, if I'm remembering right.
Pretty much, yeah. There is a lot of lore that could be read in the lore book that needs to be updated.
Mm-hmm. Where's Johanna during this time?
Shahana eventually would go back to her house to grab her things. And then when you guys go to sleep, she'd just head back home.
Oh, I would totally send her with a bunch of different types of pastries.
Oh my.
You send her with a gift basket.
Pretty
A
much.
black
Since
crab.
I made
Well-
her a meal, but since I didn't know him, I just made him a bunch of like.
Would Shahana have gone with
Gerolf
him to
donut
deliver
style.
Lynn's filet mignon?
Are you
Maybe.
making Johanna Little Red Riding Hood, but she has a black hood instead right now?
Who, me or him?
Grandma, I came to bring you bread.
I'm being insulted.
That's completely out of character.
That is completely out of character. Thank you.
Yeah, Eon packs extra for Harkin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like probably the same meal, but then a bunch of sweets on the side.
Yep.
Sweet.
So everyone's pretty good.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Ready for second
Well, it's
day.
midnight. You know what that means. Got 5 seconds. And I open the door anyways.
What?
For Lynn.
Oh, okay.
See if he's actually awake or asleep.
Mm-hmm. You see him reading, but not working on things that he's reading.
Good.
I'm respecting your boundaries as a friend, but
I'm coming in anyways. Setting my authority and coming in anyways.
that's
Good.
my authority as
Okay.
your caretaker, but coming in anyway. Kicks
Is there
down
any-
door.
I feel like at this point in time I do have a key.
Doom
Yeah,
music
you will.
plays.
I think you would have been given the key after enough time, even if not by Lynn.
Yeah, I was about to say, if not by Lynn. Okay. We're reading. Good enough. And then I leave. Don't even ask questions. Just. Okay.
Okay.
So, great sword altogether turns into a long sword, 2 short swords, and a dagger.
You're gonna make Sid draw this.
Are you? Cool.
You're going to do this to Sid.
I was going to draw it myself after I got more practice. Or pay
Garbo,
some-
how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what's up?
Lynn is going to make you a fusion sword.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you also have to have someone draw this because they'll probably stay with you into the next campaign.
You're gonna have you're gonna have the spunky harness that can either hold the great sword version or has 4 pockets for the 4 mini swords.
We'll need to
My-
come back to this.
Indeed.
I think right now I'm unemployed until next semester. So
Oh
we'll see
no,
how I'm doing
this
then.
will be
No, no.
this will be a while
Just
away.
a while in the future.
This will be a
Yeah,
while away.
It depends where I am financially. That's the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
not
you can
to the
still
art, but in
have it,
character,
just not.
you're good with having this, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I
Okay.
feel like this is at minimum a year away.
Yeah. Okay, so the night goes by. What time do you guys want to get up and be ready?
I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna go sleep early, get up early. When do the markets open?
Probably around like 8.
Cool. We're gonna go ahead, and I know he has horrible business practices, but we're gonna go ahead and go to Carlisle's because I'm
Okay.
assuming he's the only one that sells magic items.
It is. Let's see. I gotta
Once again,
start.
Hyle doesn't give a crap about money.
I gotta start doing this out of like for my reference. It is the 17th of Darun.
Yeah. I make notes on stuff on the event calendar, even if it's just GM side.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah.
heading to Carlisle's. I assume the others are actually going out for general supplies. Your nice little suits and stuff.
Yeah, no. When I wake up, I'd get some paper ready. I'm gonna write a letter to the blacksmith in Forte, introducing myself and asking if he knows of an enchanter that he could introduce me to. And then the second letter will be just the normal flowery update. Just saying they'll be out of town for a bit, but would like to try and set up some visiting for a bit when he's back in Castletown.
Gotcha.
And then he's gonna find Rambu and Eon, and he's gonna take them to the tailor.
Take him to the tailor, get him fitted for the clothes.
We're going to a tailor, I guess.
That should we match?
I will have
Oh.
you guys give me whatever notes regarding what you want. I feel like Eon will be hilarious.
Like right now, or out of
Out of game. 'Cause
Okay,
that
because
takes time.
I have the basics made up like a couple of days ago, but I had it with the idea of the cloak still, so I have to change this a bit.
Okay.
But it's a lot of tans, but a bit of red and blue to help accent our base colors.
Martel was the name of the magic smithy.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so I will send him a letter saying I was the Twillet man who was asking about the gleaming plate mail. I have a plan for a enchanted sword. Wanted to see if he knew the people to talk to about getting it ready.
Oh, the only other thing about the actual sailor part would be you would probably have a white undershirt because it's most light common, but because of the tattoos, they would probably show through no matter what I do.
I am going to insist you have an ascot and a coat.
Oh no, I ain't doing that.
No,
I have the
no.
coat, but not the ascot.
No.
Ascot person.
You wanted Lynn's opinion.
No, I
He's
know.
Going to insist on the ascot. It'll be like the purple of the tattoos, but you're getting one.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I would be like, nah. The chest area needs to be open. It's just a feeler. Not open like nothing there, but like simple. He seems like the person that would wear a bolo tie, the one that are just the strings.
Nice.
All right.
Fucking,
Okay.
he just has
So
one of
that's
those those like it looks like he's wearing like an undershirt or something, but it's literally just the neck.
Yeah. If we get so close to my actual skin color that you can't tell.
Anyway,
Remember the
Anyway,
cursed
let's-
image of like Fred's undershirt and how
Yes.
like it was actually like a bodysuit,
Yes, yes.
The One
Oh,
Piece
yeah.
thing.
great.
something like that.
God.
Okay, let us go. Let us
Alrighty.
go.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Is there anything anyone else would like to do in this nice morning?
Not necessarily send the letters. Find those two. And if Conrad wants to get some new clothes, he can come along.
No, I think I'm alright.
Send the book, send the tome
Send the
back
books
to
in the
Kakariko
town? Okay.
just for safekeeping.
And then I will show Conrad the plans for the fusion sword. Or the multi-sword, as I'm gonna call it.
So we ready to go? We ready to depart? We ready to send the message?
I'm heading to a magic shop real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
I couldn't
Hyle's
remember if you
heading to a
actually doing
magic
that.
shop.
For you two?
No, Hyle is traveling to the magic shop, is I think
Yeah.
what Devon said.
So he is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what was
Uh,
that orb that I
alright.
found that he's like, it's too expensive for you? Was it like a magic orb that increased strength? I can't remember off the top of my head anymore.
I think it was like an iron stone or something.
Yo,
Okay.
we,
Oh yeah,
we
it was
gotta,
an ion stone. I remember now. Yeah, okay.
gotta find an orb of the veil so then I can have some.
So you can ponder your orb.
I can ponder my orb.
Okay. So, what do you want to do at Carlisle's?
First off, does he have any vials?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I'm
He's
sorry.
a magic man.
I'm so sorry. That was out of nowhere.
that was hilarious timing.
Vials. I think I've been answered sufficiently.
Random NPC. Hell yeah! I thought the final vial.
You want to buy vials from me?
It's honestly, people who deal with magic probably have some vials laying around too. I
There's-
want other stuff, but I wanted to see if you had vials first.
I don't have any vials for sale.
Okay. Do you have sending stones?
I got a couple sets in. Why?
2 sets?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll buy both of them off you.
Very well.
How much?
4,000 for each set.
8,000 right there on the counter.
I will add both of those to your inventory.
Man,
Thank you. I will do math. I don't have to do math. I can do modifier. I love this game. I don't have to do calculator. Cool. My next goal is to immediately go to Harkin, drop one of them off to him, and go, if Impa ever questions you about where we are, go ahead and just hand her that. And she will be very disgruntled, but she'll have to accept it. That is now my line of contact with her. Bye.
Oh. Okay. Goodbye.
Also, if you just see her, give it to her. We're going to be heading out today.
Understood.
I mean,
Remember.
he can also
Probably
use
You
it in
are
case
officially
he's
an
worried.
accomplice. With this, you are officially an accomplice in this situation.
we'll be sending her the message as we leave the gates.
I'm not telling him that one.
Expect her
Mhm.
today.
Shahana should have already left to meet with everyone else.
Yeah. She should be gone. She should be already. I just had to go get some stuff. I'll be heading out. You enjoy. And if you find anything, you have the stone. Your stone to message me. I'll keep in contact if anything comes up on my end.
Do so.
I will. I'll go ahead and head out. I'm going to, real quick, drop off of the marketplace. And we're heading to a desert, so we need some good head protection to keep, the sun out
I
our
did
eyes.
say the day before, besides the low cooking, I did buy everything that I listed off before, which includes stuff
What
like
type of
robes,
head
water.
protection did you get?
Do
it'd
they
be-
have
Yes. Snak?
sorry, before you go off completely have left the magic shop, decanter of water, like the enchanted one that gives you infinite water?
Canter of endless
Probably
water.
would've- Yeah, would have recommended you keep an
Decanter
eye
of
out for that.
endless water, you say?
Good.
Wow.
Did you want to give me the money for that?
I have 3,000 rupees to my name,
You
but I would
cannot af-
recommend.
You could afford it normally, not at Carlisle's.
Yeah.
Because he's a
Nice.
dick.
What a guy.
guy.
Would
How much is it? Just out of curiosity.
5,600.
Oh, so you mean I can afford it?
With Lynn's money, yes.
Yes, with Lynn's money. Lynn, give me your money.
to give it? I will give you 3,000.
All right. Did you want that back, by the way, before I start dropping modifiers in? Did you want whatever's back? Because it's probably not going to be any of it.
No, it's for the party. So
It's for the party. Okay. I
I'm
will
considering it as the
3,000.
OG bankroller. I will consider it. I will consider this a necessary cost.
Oh,
I
it
saw
just
your-
added 3,000 to my inventory instead of my money.
Nice. I was wondering what got added to your inventory.
So I, as I was saying, the day before I would have bought stuff like multiple barrels of
The
water.
day before, everything wasn't open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
meant
would've-
We gotta
when
do
we-
that.
This morning,
We gotta
sorry.
do that today.
I meant
Yes.
this morning
I
when we
would've-
went shopping.
I would've
5,600.
told-
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
5,600. You said, Shade.
Yes.
Okay. Can you add that to my inventory then? I just removed the money.
I would have
Kaboom.
told Eon.
I meant before we go.
Whatever
wrong
it
word,
is that
sorry.
decanter, it is not just a decanter, it is a decanter of endless water.
Correct.
Yes.
I would punch you if
It's
you
not
gave
just
me
a decant.
I'd punch him if he gave me just a regular decanter.
I would have told Eon I had gave Hyle some money to get us a magic item that would give us infinite water.
Oh, okay. Then we'll buy a. He looks. Circle. Okay, we'll buy a container of wine just to have something that isn't water. That'll be useful also.
The canter of endless
Food,
water, the one that also lets
clothes.
you do wine and mayonnaise.
Yes, but it has to be one or the
No,
other.
wait.
No,
Is it not?
that's
No.
alchemy jug.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
alchemy.
alchemy jug. Great. So,
Alchemy jug.
yeah.
Decanter of endless water is, as the name
Canter
says,
water.
water.
Endless water.
It's,
So we have a
Okay.
choice
And
of
also-
fresh or salt.
Correct. And you can also do funny attacks with it. You can do like a
There's a geyser.
small or a big geyser. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and the save is pretty low, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm still-
But it would be food, dry preserves mostly because of it being a desert. Water. Got that. I would grab a thing of wine or any version of alcohol just to have on hand. Then I would do stuff like shawls and or cloaks for the sand, extra bedding for the
I hate
winter
the
nights.
sand.
Do we have
Knights,
tents?
shouldn't be a problem
no.
because Dome.
Oh, you're right, Dome.
Dome is climate controlled.
I forgot it was climate controlled.
we don't need
Never mind
10.
then. Yeah, that'll be it.
We might.
Is our wagon open? I keep forgetting.
Can we take the wagon through?
Taking a wagon through a desert would be very difficult.
No, but
We're gonna walk.
we would take it to the separation area. Isn't there a?
Yes, there is the Gerudo front, which is where one of the letters is for.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get.
I don't like sand.
Yeah.
It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets
Yeah, good for you.
everywhere inside my armor. Nothing.
I will specify that you get a.
No.
No.
Damn it.
Actually, no, I'll do it myself.
I am adjusting the climate control of my armor so I can have the helmet up and not die in a sandstorm.
So when I get to the marketplace, I'm grabbing an additional thing that isn't the shawls or anything that he got. I'm going to get a nice straw hat in the style of the one wandering samurais would wear, if possible.
Oh, like with the little jangly things on it.
Maybe, but
Like
that
that,
would
like
be...
like when Itachi and Kisame show up to kidnap Sasuke and Naruto, they're wearing the straw hats.
I was thinking more like Izo, but yeah, like that.
Oh, where it has like the longer brim type thing.
So like that, but larger.
Yeah.
I mean, truth be told, I would ask each person, like, as we woke up in the morning, I'd be like, what you want specifically out of, like, a couple of options. Because I ain't just gonna buy the same thing for everyone if they want something specific.
Then that's what you get as the answer.
Wait, Zombie, what? Is that your
Oh my
response? Was the fuck you Snak a response to the sand? I hate sand.
Sand joke.
Do you understand
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, no. Lynn would probably take a shawl, but also be working on his helmet so he doesn't. So try and air condition his armor.
We'll say that everything is like,
No, I'm fine.
say like, I don't know, 500 rupees for everything, all the equipment. Just around
Goggles.
it.
You know, I'm going to do this because I feel like it would just be better. Eon or Lynn, which one do you want the decanter?
I'll take the decanter.
That makes sense.
The
I
one who
figured.
doesn't need the
I will
water
bring it-
shall be the water dispenser.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm an Aquarius. I should be the water bearer.
I'm also taking this for now.
I'm also
Uh,
Aquarius, so the DM should have the
Does-
water.
does that- is that the one that
Put it on
fixes
Cam's
your,
drone body.
that helps with heat or helps with cold? I can't remember if it does both or just one.
Helps with cold, I think.
Helps with cold.
I think it maintains your temperature.
If you were going to Hebra,
Yeah,
It'd be great.
I'm not
Tolerate
grabbing it for the
temperatures.
purpose of using it. I'm grabbing it for having it on me, so no one else puts it on.
No, that's fine. I was just making sure because I couldn't remember if it was something like it regulated your temperatures or just kept you warm.
Also, I see there's a healer's kit in here.
Yeah, I already have one, so it go to whoever else wants one.
How much money would Eon be willing to spend for diamonds? For
I have
revivify
30,000.
purposes.
Sorry. Yeah, I have 30,000. We'll figure
Does
this
he
out.
have the
Also-
ring on it?
Also, divination materials.
Again, in hindsight, Eon would think that's more of a sister, not a wife thing. I thought
A
about that
sister
after
wife.
the fact.
Getting his sister
A
pearl
sister wife?
sister wife.
okay,
Whoa.
this
And
can
I-
stop right here.
This
I
can
don't know which one.
cease progression.
I don't know which one is funnier, Rambu the sister or Rambu the wife. I think the sister.
We're moving on to
is more
something
what
a
he's
bit
gonna
more
think, but-
wholesome. Hey, when we're meeting up, and Shahan is there, Hyle's gonna go over to her and go, "Open up your hands." As he holds out his hand and he has it closed with something in it.
Oh, okay.
Puts both hands forward. She does.
Yep.
I drop a sending stone into her hands, just in case.
Oh. Okay.
You never know what'll happen. It's good to have a line in between us. We had one before for the party, but well, that kind of situation happened with it.
I like to think you have it like you have all of the different sending stones on like a ring.
I have
on your
the
belt.
Infinity Gauntlet of Sending Stone. I'm going to beat Shade to it first.
No.
Fine then. I'll do it myself.
It
do it
seems I
myself.
have to
And then-
increase my homebrew
And then
output.
Infinite sending gauntlet.
you to activate it, you have to like close your three fingers in the middle and hold it up to your ear.
Yeah.
It's like a phone. Hello?
Oh my god, yeah. That's
I-
Ross Stormfire.
I'm reaching out about your car's extended
Yeah.
warranty.
Yeah, you can now contact anyone, even if they don't have Ascending Stone.
Zombie, don't. Next time I see Roscoe, he's getting Ascending Stone. You're not gonna stop me now.
He's getting a sending stone to the face.
Yeah.
To the face or to.
You shoot the arrow, and like instead of a letter of challenge, it's a sending stone.
It's
Oh
Ascending
my.
Stone immediately sends a message, "Fight me, bitch."
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
and-
Okay. Let's
Anyway, yeah, bring it in.
we're
Bring it in.
leaving, and you're gonna use the especially since I'm gonna leave, but you're gonna
Okay,
use
let
the.
me go ahead and put the name under that one now.
Yeah.
That is Shahana's.
I will spend some money and get about 5 more uses of divination materials.
Okay.
A diamond. Another one, I should say, if I can find one.
Another one.
I'd say
Slash
you
diamonds.
probably could. Here.
Revivify doesn't really care. I imagine it's small jars of just like several smaller diamonds.
Revivify. It's literally just 300 GP
300
of
gold
diamonds.
worth. Yep. it
Diamonds.
doesn't really-
Not a single diamond,
Diamonds.
so it could be like little diamonds or whatever.
it could be diamond dust for all
Could
we
be
care.
diamond dust.
That takes me down to not a whole lot of money.
I'm a
I have-
walking bank. We're fine.
I was gonna give 3,000 to Eon because I owe him for the plate mail, but I thought
You mean
you know what?
3,500 now?
Mhm.
I'm kidding.
No, but I thought
ain't
the
adding
decanter
to
was
this.
probably a
Oh, totally.
An important thing.
yes, especially going into the desert.
I now have 1,111 rupees.
I have 30 times
Yes.
yours.
The stars have aligned.
I had 3,338 or 33 rupees.
Awesome. I still have 30,441.
Also, I should probably switch around some of my spells because desert.
Yeah,
Well, we
actually,
still gotta
yeah.
get to the desert, but that won't be.
Let me take a look at what we have. Absorb elements, probably nice.
So, do you want us to have a
We'll
list of all
worry
the stuff?
about we'll worry about spells later.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it
Shay,
on my own
Do
time.
you want a list of everything we bought, or is it just gonna be one of those? We bought enough that
You
if we
bought
need it-
enough. I'm not
if
really
we
going to
need it,
worry
it's
too
just
much.
There. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I still
Okay.
have 2 lesser restorations.
Any last
Scary.
minute things? Any last minute goodbyes?
I would like to try and find
items,
Rupert.
Bathroom breaks.
You would like to look. You don't actually know where Rupert lives.
Oh. Do I know where he's stationed? Like,
Supposed to be anywhere you are.
I
It is
will
a-
leave. Is there anywhere I know I could leave a letter for him?
Ha, I was in Castletown. You never knew. You're awful at your job. Haha.
Maybe.
Or
a
if
guard
I leave it at
post.
the post office, I know it would make it to him, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Leaving a letter, thanking him for his time, and letting him know that with the new situation in Hyrule, Gerolf and a couple of basically, my restrictions have been lifted for now, so don't try to look for me.
Don't look for me. I don't want to see you ever again.
But I would be like, thank you for trying your best to deal with my whims, but best focus on.
Oh no, you left an item that is from you, which means you can now ask someone to scry on you. You're doomed.
But yeah, no, I'll basically be like, thank you for doing your best at dealing with me, but focus on keeping other people safe rather than me right now.
Okay. So, with that said, are you all heading off then?
Yeah.
It's time for us to run.
It's time for
So,
the message.
what is the message that is being sent?
Oh,
Looks
right.
like we've
Here
been
you
waiting
go.
on this for like 10 minutes.
Here you
now.
go.
Sorry? Question mark?
Sorry?
I like how it's one whole sending them.
You receive a message back.
How fast?
What?
Oh, good. I'm glad. Let's get out of here.
Is it a one?
Is that it?
With
That's
like
a-
multiple question marks, one exclamation point, or like one question mark, hundreds of exclamation points?
She what?
Why? Where are you going? Where are you currently?
Oh,
If you do
boy,
not tell
here
me,
we go.
I will find you.
Just respond with out of words.
Okay, well, she's
Sorry.
about as thrilled as I expected her to be.
I see. Sundra sending message back saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The reception was spotty."
Don't do that. Don't make her angry. Actually,
she'll actually murder us.
She will actually
Okay.
Kill us. I know.
She will very much hurt us.
I mean, she will. Yeah, I will
but
go ahead.
We,
and
we should
just-
we should really get a move on.
Why are you guys still
We
back
go.
there?
I don't know. I'm in the car and I'm loading this shit.
All right, hold on. We gotta do the thing where another sending. Hold on, 25 words. Let's
Wait, did Hyle tell us he left a
go.
sending stone for Impa?
Probably not.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you're sending that, I left a sending stone with Harkin for her.
Well, she doesn't have it now, clearly.
No, but I'm saying let her go.
Obviously, I expected her to probably go immediately to Harkin to kill him first, and then find it.
I guess
Don't
you.
hold that in front of the innocent child that.
I guess you do have
Yeah,
that. Did
fucking
you give
whatever.
both sending stones to Harkin, or did you just give
I gave
the
one to
one?
Harkin, I gave one to Shahana.
Okay, I will add that other one to your inventory then. For
I
the
already
in-
did it.
Did you?
I set Harkin to 2 for now until you told me Impa got it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So are you actually sending another message to Impa, or are you just going?
I
Okay,
am doing. I'm doing another message now. I'm doing word counts.
gotcha. Yeah, you guys are on your way to
Cart is moving.
the Gerudo front.
We
Um,
are running for our lives.
there's a
I'm
direct route
a-driving.
you can take,
Woo!
which is pretty well going across the bridge of Hylia.
Oh, no bridges.
Through the river.
A
Just
very
Vietnam.
a very long bridge,
Cool.
I'm having flashbacks.
and an approximately like
I hope no one throws-
20-mile bridge.
I hope no one throws barrels full of nitroglycerin and gunpowder in the middle of the bridge.
Hey, why do we have a barrel full of nitroglycerin on the back of the cart?
We've got to lose Impa somehow.
You know,
Can
to
we
make
talk
sure
the same thing?
16, 18, 20, 21.
it's protection against Impa when she ends up crossing the bridge.
I think that's
Otherwise, yeah, I
25.
think it would just be a average.
All right. So
How long would it
moving
take?
Impa to under the enemy category.
Yeah. Are you ready to fight her or die, Conrad?
Yeah, I think I can beat her.
Yeah, I think we can get her.
Stinger,
We could totally
Stinger,
beat her.
Stinger, Stinger.
Stinger.
Eh.
I can't wait for her to blade beam him with the focus.
Tending. No, not tending. Sending. The heck?
Tending. I'm tending to Impa real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
roll.
that-
There you go.
One, two, three, four.
Should be 25.
I am very
That's it.
much
One of them.
not okay with this.
All right, sending number 3. Let's go. I have.
Just blame me on.
You can tell her that she'll have another direct line without burning spell slots if she goes. This
Tell her, Eon, do you say anything to her?
The message does continue.
Oh, okay.
If I had the opportunity, I would find you. And there would be consequences.
At least we're telling you.
Keep her safe.
All right, sending number 3. I have a pearl. I can do like 6 of these. It's fine.
Jesus Christ. And you have higher spell slots too.
And I have 2 4th level.
We can just keep this party rolling.
Let's go.
She'll have to eventually get the stone.
Let's see.
Tell her that Roscoe's gone. That should reassure her. Oh, what zombie?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh my.
Arkin. Harkin, I assume?
ON.
ON.
Hargon.
Evidently, the only real appearance is a vampire in Skyrim.
It's kind of funny.
Not at all the intention. Like you'd think it was a more common old name. Apparently, there's a Luthor Harkin in Warhammer.
Oh,
That does.
He's
sound
also a vampire.
like vampire. Yeah, I was about to say.
God damn it.
Dang it! Mike doesn't catch my clapping.
And there's a video
So
called
good.
"Why Is Harkin an Idiot?"
I like to imagine it's just her response is the what meme.
What?
Like where it zooms in on someone's face and goes, the what? Yeah, we're going towards the Gerudo front. The what?
I can't wait to get Impa art done and then just have countless reaction
Blood
images.
versions of it.
Honestly, you just take
and then
teacher.
blood.
You just take Azumi Curtis from FMA and any scene where she's pissed off and just impa over that.
Oh my gosh, she's basically just Azumi but less angry.
Hey, Impa update. Shahana one-shotted Tarask. A what?
What have you been feeding your apprentice, first off?
Like she's just straight up suplexed it with her thighs.
It was crazy.
There was this goddamn 5-headed dragon that just stepped out of a portal and Shahana just shot it once with a laser and it disappeared. 9th level guiding bolt, I tell you.
So no,
Okay, what's the we got the message.
24, 25. I'm trying to get this within 25.
If you cut it off, it'd be great.
Direct. There we go. I think that's 25. We do the thing where we cut and we paste and we copy and all that nonsense. Beep bop boop.
I mean, at least we're doing better than Jester.
I'm just like, it's just furious like scribbling in just blue light on the back of the shield. Waiting. Get a response. All right, here we go again.
You will hear from me every day. Every day.
Okay, cool. I can't wait for it.
So,
So
as you all leave on this
I
wonderfully
didn't know
joyous
Impa was
note.
Roscoe.
Fund,
Oh, no.
fund one more.
The day after such horrible news, just to have this nice light little ending. We're gonna end the session there.
I was expecting Tingle to reappear again over the horizon.
No, it's only at the end of chapters.
Only at the end of
course.
chapters, man.
How many times will I kill you? I wonder.
Okay. So, yeah. That was the opening to chapter 3.1. You've got a Shahana.
Sweet.
You've got a
We
journey.
have an Impa.
You
we
have
have
an
an
angry
Impa.
Impa.
That's one angry
If
Impa.
she didn't hate us already, she hates us now.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't really have anything to say other than until next time. Have a wonderful whenever the fuck you're watching this. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.